Is anyone else sick and tired of Jake being late all the time?
I don't know. You have to
I
take it up.
if you're consistently late, then in that sense you're still consistent. You know.
I saw this thing where people were trying to accuse Gen Z of being lazy, like flip floppers, and I was like, that's not a Gen Z problem. That's a everybody problem. Everybody in the world will like someone, and then they find out something bad happened, or first did something terrible, and then not like them. They just human nature.
Question: What time of the day does your day start?
My day starts at like 4:00 in the morning, usually.
Okay. Jake?
My day starts at 8 and doesn't end until 9.
Okay. Which?
Depends on the day, really. Because sometimes if I don't have anything going on, I could just sleep in Denver. But if I'm working a morning shift, then my day starts at 7 or 8. And then if it's a night shift, then technically it's when I wake up. So and I start getting ready to leave by like 1 or 2.
Gotcha. And well, I guess that leaves me. My day starts at 6:30. So yeah.
I start at 4 so I can exercise, and then I go water the grass before the sun comes up.
Okay.
You just recreate the opening to Captain America 2 every morning.
I exercise for an hour. I water grass, and then by the time I get done, like doing the whole grass and the flowers and stuff, it'd be like close to 6 o'clock. So I'll come in and take a shower, and then I'll start the day.
See, a little gardening tip from my side. I never really watered the garden until the end of the day, because I feel like if you water the garden in the morning, right, and if it's a specifically hot day, then that will be steaming up the roots on the bottom, you know. So
that's why I do it at like 4 to 5, so the water that's how to see it. Because if I do it overnight, I used to do it I do it before the night, and then there was this grass disease bullshit that was happening in my yard that was killing my grass, and I forgot what it was called. I'll look it up during the fucking thing, and I'll tell you. But that shit was pissing me off, bro, and that's why I do it like this.
Crypto, I just want you to know. Now I'm going back to school. I won't tell the audience where, but I will say that the illustrator for Captain America: The Winter Soldier, the movie, he came there once, and my teacher got a job because of him.
Oh, damn.
He has a comic cover artist. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, Jake, you know what that means?
What's up?
You can use your code so I can get free Marvel Rival skins.
There you go. I have to go find him because he's friends with my teacher. He said that he would get a job. He might get an offer to work for Marvel Comics as a cover artist, but he's too lazy. So
that doesn't stop them from hiring Dan Slott. Well, okay, artists.
Yeah, that would be very like Dan Slott is officially that's the crazy thing. They actually complain about how he just shows up late and then he gives them the work that they want late, and they just let it slide.
Oh my god. And then he's gonna be like, I gave the world superior Spider-Man. You're welcome.
That's my problem. That's like my problem with Tom King, bro. Like, I get that you wrote some good stories, but you got to stop milking that shit, bro. I do not care about the Visions anymore. Okay, the Vision and the Miracle Man. I'm not Miracle Man, but Mr. Miracle. I get it, bro. But after that, you wrote 3 terrible books. You wrote the Batman stuff, the Wonder Woman stuff, and that other book, and people hated it, bro. You got to stop acting like you're the top of the world because you wrote those 2 books.
I swear, man. Like, you know, as Faye, since he's former CIA man, like, dude, he must know some people to give him those sorts of books. You know,
it might feel like he's at the top because he writes books outside of Marvel and DC that get pretty well acclaimed.
They sometimes do, but once you I went to read one of them. I want to say like 4 days ago. So I was catching up on Zaxbyville, and then I found it, and I didn't think it was that good. But like, I don't know if indies like people have like a different standard, but it's a problem in my opinion.
I know he was also famous for this other book. This was about his experience down the Middle East. I forgot what it was called, Tower or something, maybe.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was actually good.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think that's the difference between when you write like your real life experiences compared to trying to like impose those experiences on like characters who have specific like styles and stuff.
Exactly. You know, you can write all the poetry and depression you want in there because, like, yeah, you know, that's your experience, dude. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, now that we got a little small talk out of the way, you guys just want to get started?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. Let me get started. Welcome to Contact Live, the news and reviews of the week, audience. You're here with me, Cryptid Seeker 415, here to talk to you about Wednesday on a Monday.
And you're here with me, Jake Tylenol. I finally found my people, bro. Them Lyoko Warriors, bro. They're all right with me. Because I'm telling you, if Tommy Oliver happened in their timeline, Tommy Oliver wouldn't be another Sixth Ranger, bro. He would not be.
If Tommy Oliver happened in their time, like those kids would be dead.
Dude, they had a Tommy Oliver. They just made him a villain.
Yeah, but he wasn't dogging it like Tommy was. Though.
He was a villain, and then I accidentally got spoiled ahead because I'm rewatching the show. But apparently he comes back to the good side, and they never forgive him. That's all the series. They just never. It wasn't his fault.
Well, to be fair, that's more because the series ended before they get to that part.
I guess.
People don't remember Cody got canceled, then came back in the live action show.
Yeah, which he did his redemption there. So to Austin's point, but I do like that they just never forgave him.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Too many shows have like really quick redemptions, and why I hate like lovers to enemy ships, like She-Ra. You're telling me y'all let her enemy?
Well, I low-key
Catra blow up multiple planets and kill all these people, and then like it's okay because she's my little Pookie.
Oh jeez.
I do like enemies to lovers though, not as much as other ship archetypes, but I do like it.
No. Wait, I like it itself.
I think I'm more of a rival to lovers type of person.
That's
why would the lovers easier to stomach? Enemies to lovers, I feel like needs a lot more work that writers are not willing to put in. Because once you have a guy murder like serial kill levels of people or whole planets of people, you can't just be like, oh well, this woman's really nice to me. I like her. I'm gonna be a good guy now.
Yeah, I guess it will depend on like the rap sheet the rival has. You know, how many atrocities have they committed?
Once they start blowing up planets, I don't want this just he can still be redeemed bullshit. Hell no. I don't care that they were kind of nice one time.
I'll say this last thing on William, then we'll move forward. I'll say my only reason I kind of feel bad for him is because he didn't really. I mean, like he just beat them up in the virtual world. I think that was about it. And that wasn't really his fault. He was mind controlled. So I guess I was like, I don't know why y'all pressing him so hard, but I'll get there. I'll see if I agree when I get there.
But Ace Comics, I'm just grinding Marvel Rivals so I can get the symbiote thing soon.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I'm Richter, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I can't wait to talk about Hot Scary Namor.
And together we form the Phanatics, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. And on our special Mondays, we bring you the media news. We'll be talking about the Marvel Zombies trailer. Somebody watch Wednesday, season 2.
Yeah.
So, we'll also be talking about the upcoming Tomb Raider series, Peacemaker. Did we talk about Peacemaker already? We talked about episode 2, didn't we?
2, episode 3 we're talking about.
Oh, that says episode 2 on here. Okay.
Sorry.
But Will Smith signs a deal, and we have so much more to talk about. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Also, stay tuned for our Tuesday nights too, because we're going to be talking about nothing but our comic reviews and TV show reviews. And you know what? Sometimes we read books with no pictures. We read, yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. We're not all. Sometimes Dragon Ball fans can read. That's all I got.
Oh my god.
But so once I have a special guest tomorrow, friend of the channel, Tevia, he'll be there for that. We have socials as well. Which would you do the honors?
Yeah, let me put down my iPad real quick. First of all, you could subscribe to us, because once we get to 100 subscribbles, you might get something pretty nice. But I do have to work on another thing before I can start working on that. It's very important, okay? Very
important. Found it, by the way.
It's for a wedding. Leave me alone. Anyways. So you can also find us on our Twitter at Comic Fanatic. Remember, that's with a PH, 69. Because Cryptid totally created that name for the Twitter account. Anyways, but if you don't want to follow the whole squad and you just want to follow me because you like my shit, I guess you could say, you can find me on my Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U because I'm too lazy to change it. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. You can also find me on Tumblr and Blue Sky at Northstar Aria. You can find me on Rednote/Xiaohongshu whenever I remember to post on there at Witch of Jotun. And if you want to support me financially, you can subscribe to my Ko-Fi, which is Witch of Jotunheim. If you want to find Austin, he's just chilling. You know, he's just a wall that chills. I don't know what to tell you. Cryptid's in the same spot doing his gardening or whatever Cryptid does.
Well, technically, I'm not in the same spot. So.
Well, technically you are because I said so.
Okay.
Hey, Jake,
What's up?
where are you at?
I'm at Kadak Academy fighting this same goddamn virus that won't stop, bro. He's relentless, this guy.
Mhm.
I believe you.
Colt Lyoko was fighting AI before it was cool.
It was ahead of its time. Yeah. So, all right. That's it. You guys just want to get started on the topics?
Yeah, Cryptid. The grass disease thing I was talking about was powdery mildew and
Okay.
dog spots.
Okay.
And that
Powdery
came
mildew.
from me watering it during the summer when I was doing it like at night, and then it soaked up all day. That's all night and then burnt all day.
Oh, wow. Okay. We learn something new every day, audience. You know, there's your gardening tips for you. So, all right. We talked enough about plants, audience. Now let's talk about zombies. Yep. Get the reference there. So, Marvel Zombies trailer.
Peek.
That prize shot right there, man. Even though I'm pretty sure. Wait, I don't think Spider-Man's going to be a main central character in this, is he?
Probably not.
Probably.
Nah.
Who knows, bro? Like originally he wasn't even announced for this, even though him and all the survivors from the show wasn't even announced for this at first.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, you remember we were talking about, this was a topic a couple of weeks ago where they said they kind of want to keep the star level movie characters to the movies, but kind of keep the lower tier characters in the shows to themselves. So
Yeah, they
feel
were talking about a what if show though.
I don't know if that. Yeah, I don't know if that applies to what if though. You know, that's what I was trying to get at. Because you look at the roster that they have right here. All right. Okay, so you have Kamala Khan, Riri Williams, Blade as Moon Knight. Who else? Oh, they have Awkwafina's character for Shang-Chi. What was her name? Katie, I think. Katie, yeah, her. Who else?
Shang-Chi himself.
Shang-Chi himself, yeah. I mean, I don't know what Shang-Chi's future is, really. So,
You're not
This
convincing me.
This was set before his movie in the timeline.
Okay.
You're not
Isn't it the
convincing
Ten
me
Rings? And he
that
lasted
the
this
zombies got underwater to bite Namor before they bought the Karate Man.
Oh, yeah, wait, you're telling me he doesn't have the 10 rings and he lasted this long?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're not convincing me they went underwater and caught Namor before they caught the Karate Man.
If he had the 10 rings, I could say, well, he just kept them back with the rings. I get that. That's
Wait.
fine. Is that he
Well, when I saw the trailer, it looked like Katie has the rings as well, doesn't she?
Maybe they're sharing.
You're telling me it's another one of those situations where the what if happened off screen and the character just shows up?
I mean, so
Maybe we'll see what happens.
no, we'll definitely see what happens. They're gonna explain it. I'm just saying,
I don't think so.
I
You
think
know,
they-
They have this is like a whole show instead of just like a 30-minute episode or however.
Yeah,
long.
it's a 6-episode show though.
I think it's gonna be a pass. I was gonna be like,
that can still explain some things. I don't know, Blade can lore
Yeah.
dump or something.
yeah, they're probably
No,
gonna be like,
what I mean is, when it came to What If itself, there have been multiple times in What If by these same writers where characters just showed up with no what if and they did not care.
yeah, it's
So
possible.
I
think
don't know if they're going to care with this. But because like there's no logical reason Blade should have Moon Knight thing. Like there's no benefit for Blade becoming the fifth Akagi.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, but Yeah, I feel like with
And Blade is a vampire with all the vampire powers. There's nothing Khonshu can give him that will help Blade as a person. I can
I feel
promise
like
you.
with the
As a Moon Knight fan,
I
he is
feel like
fucked.
I feel like with the Shang-Chi thing, they might have like a character freshly coming in, like, oh, what's the deal with those rings? Oh, you know, my father did such and such, and he gave them to me. I feel like that.
Yeah, they could have had his father die and give him the rings regardless.
Yeah. So
So if you're telling me the what if that somehow Katie, who wasn't trained, not a fighter, earned the 10 rings, and they accepted her.
No, I feel like
training.
I feel like Sean just gave it to. I feel like Sean gave it to her. I was like, yeah, you need to protect yourself because you can't.
Yeah, but she can't use chi.
Yeah, but well, you could teach her. You could teach.
She
her.
doesn't.
I know that's what I'm saying. Though you have to do a lot of leaks just by taking that
Jake,
power away from the dude who we barely seen use them.
Yeah, Jake, what makes you think Katie knows karate? Oh, I'm sorry, no kung fu.
Yeah, it's because she's Asian, Jake.
No, it's because her best friend is a kung fu master. She probably I can imagine him just teaching her that just so she can live.
Well, considering this is before the film, and he didn't teach her in the regular timeline, he didn't go down time here.
I'm saying he had no reason to before, but with the apocalypse, he probably taught her a little something.
Let me show you. Look, these zombies, they turn you when they bite. So I'm gonna show you how to put your fist to their head.
Put your fist.
When they bite.
Put your fist to their head. And then put the rings on them.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, in the midst of a zombie apocalypse, like, learning kung fu, it can only get you so far as opposed to learning how to use an actual weapon. You know?
That's fair, but that's why they gave her the 10 rings.
Okay. We'll see what their explanation will be here.
If they explain it, but we'll see.
But guess who didn't show up in the trailer, guys?
So,
thank God.
Your boy.
Wait, what was the witch?
Your boy didn't show up. How do you feel?
Oh well, no. Okay, here's the thing. John Walker, because we already were told that John Walker was going to be here, right? I'm looking at the trailer. We do see somebody who kind of looks like John Walker, but he's wearing a robe, and he gets his somebody runs their hand through his chest. You know, you see his heart and everything. So I'm like,
yeah, it looks like John Walker's what else was going to be him learning magic or something. He died, bro.
I mean, these are the same people who made Red Guardian annoying. So
No. So like,
I
think
guess
the problem is this show was initially supposed to still be a continuation of What If, like full on. So other What If characters were going to be here, like how the regular What If thing is. So based on like what John looks like, he was learning magic and he died.
Okay.
That could have been their way of. That could have been their way of introducing the U.S. Archmage from the comics. I thought that would have been.
So changing subject just ever so slightly, but it's still related. So the show is being written by Zeb Wells, and Kamala Khan is here.
That's fine.
Someone posted a meme where they were like, "I'm so fucking scared," knowing what Zeb Wells did to Kamala in the past.
Y'all need to let that shit go, because I can guarantee you that they forced that on him. I don't think this guy give a fuck about killing Kamala.
I think
it was an obvious editorial decision that they forced upon Zeb Wells because they're like, well, you're already going to be hated by the.
We need to make her immune, kill her off, bro.
The song we hear in the trailer is a Baby Metal song.
Okay, nice. So yeah, let's see. Damn, I lost my.
We got Abomination here.
How do you feel about Spider-Man's kill?
It was gory. I mean, like, damn, that was a prize shot right there, audience. You know, but again, I don't think he's going to be a main central character in this. It seems like they kind of want to give the other side characters who haven't been given that much screen time yet their time to shine. So
that's why I want to talk to you specifically about Cryptid, because you talked a lot about the show when the episode came out.
Yeah.
So, like you said, Spider-Man and them is probably not going to be main characters. In fact, they're probably going to die.
But they can't kill off Spider-Man either because Marvel says no.
They kill off Spider-Man.
No. So after the event, after the first Marvel zombie book and everything that happened to Spider-Man, Marvel was like, we are never going to see zombie Spider-Man ever again.
He doesn't have to be a zombie to die.
Marvel zombies is one of them, so I know they're not going to kill Spider-Man off.
He doesn't have to be a zombie to die.
I know.
Just die.
I'm just saying we're never seeing Marvel zombie Spider-Man again, so don't expect a zombie Spider-Man.
I don't care about that fucking loser.
But,
My point was,
Marvel
in
zombie-
What If, and then in this show, and the end of What If as well, they keep killing zombies off and then just bringing them back for no reason.
It's the
Yeah,
same
but
thing in the
every time
comics,
he's not-
man.
In
Like-
the comics, when people died and zombies, like any zombie that died, they came back after the cosmic power stuff because they were actually brought back at least. Here,
Yeah.
in this situation, we saw Cap get like cut in half in the trains, and he was suddenly at the Ultron fight, and now he's back here.
Yeah, I
I
don't
know.
know. Do you think that
And it's
for
like
this
that for
show,
every zombie we saw.
you think
What do you
for,
say,
this,
Witch?
for this show that we're gonna get a Marvel Zombies event in Marvel Rivals?
We're already doing that. That's Halloween for every Marvel game.
I would think like the most they would do is just special skins for
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For Marvel Snap, you're getting a full Halloween zombie season. For Rivals,
Mhm.
we're getting the two. We have Squirrel Girl zombie skin and another somebody else's skin that was confirmed already, that we saw sneak peeks of.
Gotcha.
And Mystic Mayhem, they're doing a full zombie season stuff too. And don't forget, we already have Zombie Doctor Strange in Rivals from Strange 2.
That is a sick ass design, audience. I know a lot of people have like mixed feelings about Doctor Strange too, but come on, we got that costume.
Jake loved that thing.
That was amazing.
I saw that movie with Jake, and he was popping off when Strange was taking
Oh, that
over
was
his
awesome.
body.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Why didn't they make a Marvel Legends figure of that? You know,
I can't wait. I can't wait to see zombie Piranha Teeth Namor. Polo.
let me bring him up.
Please
There you
wait.
go. That's
Thank
what
you.
you're
Thank you. He's
I don't
so
understand how he got bit. I think that's my problem. Like the What If started with 2018, because like Namor had like no reason to come up to get bit. You know what I mean?
I guess my theory is someone from like his people potentially either came down or he might have came up.
I think you just scared.
Yeah,
It was like,
he would have to come up to get bit, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
just don't know why he would, since like the stuff that let him come up in the original timeline would not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So unless he was like something weird going on the surface world, I'm gonna go check it out. I don't think like wow he got bit.
that's what I think happened. I think it was just like, oh, what the fuck's going on up there?
Oh, so he's an idiot.
I mean, there are
Okay, I got you.
several
King.
zombies books where
Let's just say it was somebody had vibranium fangs, and there you go. You know, so.
If he got bit by if Black Panther gets turned, then you probably never got bit by Black Panther. That'd be a character. I'll take that. That'd be so funny for their fucking rival.
When I first saw this trailer and I was looking at Namor, I was like, you know what this is giving me? This is giving me Submariner the Depths Namor, but just more zombies.
You remember what they did? Wait, did you read the King in Black tie-in for Namor?
I actually just started reading it right now. Why?
Yeah, they do some zombie stuff in that too, like zombie symbiote stuff. It's weird, but
Also,
Namor apparently
Jimmy
fought that
Woo
stuff when he was younger, man.
Also, Jimmy Woo is here. We're getting Thor. I think that's Thor.
Yeah,
That's a zombie Thor, isn't it?
No, it's just regular Thor.
Oh, regular
Yeah.
Thor. Okay.
To be
we're
fair,
Black
Thor.
I
I would say affecting Thor would probably be harder since he can just go home and just not do anything about it.
Yeah.
You remember like in that timeline where everybody became cannibals or something, and Thor just went home. And he came back and killed Hawkeye when he was the last Avenger alive.
Yeah. That's what having one foot out the door gets you, audience. A safe haven, I guess. So yeah, the other characters are going to be here. We are going to get the Thunderbolts cast, but like turning down to Yelena and Red Guardian. Hey, I assume this was written before the Thunderbolts movie came out because, like, they didn't see the positive reception John Walker had, so they probably would have added him more into this film. But,
I mean, maybe
it
we're not
definitely was before.
100% sure if he's gonna be here or not.
They confirmed he's in the show.
He's in the credits. You see Wyatt Russell's name in the credits here.
Yeah,
Huh.
they confirmed he'll end the show way before
Well,
all
they
this
said
happened.
Elizabeth Olsen's gonna be here too, and I don't know. Is she just gonna make arm sounds?
Just see her get killed.
No,
who
but
else
you
is
know
gonna
what
be-
would be terrifying to see in this show?
Who?
Zombie Century. Like, I know this probably like came out. Like this was already starting to get written before Sentry showed up. But if they pull the zombie Sentry move, oh my god, that would be scary.
If you do
Hey, you're
zombie
joking,
Sentry,
but realistically, they're probably gonna try to use Sentry to save all this.
Yeah, if you
Because
use
remember,
Sentry,
the last episode ended with zombie Thanos with the gauntlet. So the gauntlet on Earth, you'll need someone to fight zombie Thanos, and Sentry and Thor is all we got left.
if
Carol is either fully or partially infected. Seeing the concept art from San Diego Comic-Con a few years back.
Gotcha.
Oh, we might get some scrolls too, some rogue scrolls.
There you go. I'm just saying, if Sentry's in here, and given that they went full on gory with this animated project, I damn well expect somebody needs to get their bodies ripped in half, either Sentry or somebody else.
Encrypted. Remember, this is TVMA.
Yep. I mean, hey, that's one of Sentry's most iconic moments, audience and comics. You know?
I have a question for y'all. So I'm looking at the art that was posted at San Diego Comic-Con a few years back when we got this announced.
The original cast look?
Yeah. So I'm sending it right now in pics, but on the bottom, who are these people on the bottom? Like one of them kind of looks like Misty Knight. I just don't recognize the rest of them.
Craig, you'll have to tell me because if I leave, it's gonna kick me off.
Okay, hold on a sec. Let me open it up on my phone. I'm looking at trying to look at pictures. Oh, I remember we did a topic about this a while ago.
Did like years ago.
They have the ninja that was in Shang-Chi.
The Death Fist? Where the guy's name was?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here. I'm talking about on the way bottom.
Death Hand. That's what it was. No. The other guy was something hand. Razor Fist.
No, Razor Fist is not here.
No, I know you're talking about the deaf guy. I just meant I kept mixing him up with Razor
I'm talking about, so I sent the picture, but you can't see it, Austin. But it's of the Skrull crew, the human superhero crew, the zombies, and then there is a fourth group on the bottom.
I would think like those are just regular old people, like survivors at that point.
Probably. Yeah. I think one of them is wearing a shield jacket, but one of them.
I don't think they'll do Misty Knight only because they haven't reintroduced her into the TV show stuff yet.
One of them does look like Misty, so it could be her, but I could be wrong. But the vibes are there.
Gotcha.
Does he have a metal arm?
No.
It's probably not Misty.
No, she is fully covered in a blue jacket, though, so we can't really.
Oh, so she's a loser.
Gotcha. But yeah, let's see. As far as Yelena and Red Guardian here, I mean, I'm sure Yelena's gonna have some good moments. Red Guardian, though, I'm always just worried about Red Guardian in any adaptation ever since that What If Season 3 episode, But he's just gonna be for comic gags, so just don't overham it, Let's see.
I said, just don't let him run rapid. That's all I ask.
Yep. Man, I love how we were talking about like all characters in Death Fleet except for Kamala. How do you guys feel about her being here?
You're the only person that doesn't like her. I don't care that she's here. Like, it doesn't bother me.
I just want to talk about it. How you guys feel about her being here?
She's a ride, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say.
Okay.
Here's my thing about Kamala being here. First of all, love her. Love that Amon is coming back because I think that she might give like a bit of like more innocent factor to it, and like more of like a little bit of more of a comedic factor to it, just on the basis of who Kamala is. But over time, she might have to be more serious. And hopefully that bit of innocence left is gonna like dissipate over time. That's my theory. I could be wrong, but the theory is there.
Which is funny because that's what Peter Parker was in the original episode.
Exactly. But this time it's going to be Kamala. Because I bet that Peter has been doing this for a hot second. Like, he's already seen enough.
For me, given, like, despite what people believe, I am a Kamala Khan fan. I just haven't been a fan of how media has been using her, right? I do feel like in the Marvel Zombie project that is this, this could have been a good way of like introducing Old Woman Khan, the Kamala Khan we saw from Exiles. I don't know if anybody remembers of that version. That was the more hardcore, older battle of Kamala. Yeah.
So in the trailer, there was like this guy with a sword, like in front of like a whole bunch of zombies and some fire. That could be what the fuck's his name? The Black Knight or whatever the fuck his name is.
Oh yeah, Black Knight. Black Knight. Oh geez, I forgot.
That could be him. Eternals rep.
That's about as best as that character could ever hope for at this point, So,
I'll take it because if we're getting Blade, then this makes me happy.
Hey, that actually makes more sense because, like, you remember his end credits scene at Eternals was supposed to be Blade and Black Knight interacting. I doubt we're going to see that resolve.
That's why I would have rather they did that. What if Blade having the Ebony Blade would have been way more interesting than him becoming Moon Knight?
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay, so you want to give Blade the title of Black Knight? Austin, is what you're telling me?
I want him to get the sword that drives up his bloodlust and makes him lose control when he fights, because he already deals with that. So I think some have to like struggle against bloodlust in two different ways. Could have been an interesting what if.
I can see how Namor would get turned, but how did Ghost get turned?
That means he got bit before she was able to, phase out.
Yeah.
She probably got bit by like one of them.
It's either that or somehow one of like Ant-Man or Wasp, old version of Ant-Man and Wasp, not Paul Rudd, got into her system somehow.
To be fair, she could have got bit at the end of that, remember? Because she was there when the old lady came back from the other place.
Yeah,
she probably got bit literally in the same room.
They did state in Thunderbolts she can't. She can only remain untangible for a little bit over a minute. So
no, Cryptid. That's because the other lady fixed her. And this timeline, she wouldn't have fixed her, but she was there in the room when I can't remember her name now. Janet came back.
Oh, okay.
So when Janet came back, she immediately bit Hank, and then she went for Paul. She could have gotten into Ghost in those moments.
Mm-hmm.
Because we never seen what happened to her.
Yeah.
After that scene.
Oh. We know what will happen at the end, I guess. So. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else we could talk about this? Because we still have a lot of our topics.
They need to immediately tell us about the zombie Thanos situation. Because realistically, there's nothing, since the Hulk was not turned, there's nothing that should have made it infect Thanos. Thanos being in Wakanda with already the Infinity Gauntlet makes no sense in any timeline.
You're acting like this animation crew has never screwed over Thanos before. So
it's not about screwing him over. It's about how unlikely this is to happen at all. It's not about Thanos being weak or getting bit. It's about him somehow having the time stone, the space, all the stones already. When the whole point at the beginning of the episode was that he was sending Ebony Maw to go get it.
Oh.
I remember Zombie Icarus.
Yeah. So it's like you're telling me like Zombie Doctor Strange took it to him?
We got a picture at San Diego Comic-Con a few years back of Zombie Icarus.
Okay. All you Icarus fans rejoice, I guess.
That makes less sense. Those niggas are robots.
I don't know what the fuck they are at this point.
They're robots. Mad pretty.
Anyways, he's a zombie here. He's a zombie. Who cares?
Oh boy.
I guess they're not zombie enough to. Well, they're not robot enough to become zombies.
Damn it, son! You only have one job to do, son.
If they made Funko Pops based off this series, and we got an Okoye Funko, I would so buy that.
Just do Legend figures. What's the section with Funko Pops?
They made Marvel Zombies Funko Pops.
No, I'm asking like what. I just don't get the section with Funko Pops.
Austin, it's easier to produce a Funko than it is a Legend, I guess.
Exactly. I'd rather have something that looks exactly like her than something that kind of looks like her. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But anyway, we're like 35 minutes into this video. You guys have any final thoughts on this before I move on? Because we do have a lot to go through today. So
Zombie name was hot.
okay.
I
Austin?
will not be explaining myself.
I'm not following up with that bullshit with something.
Okay. And Jake's gonna be silent, I'm assuming. So all right. I guess with that, we could probably move on to the next topic, audience. So all right. We're going to talk about Wednesday season 2, part 2 finale. Wow, I had mixed feelings about the first half of this season, but I gotta say I really like the second half of this. Now, I'm not gonna go like the whole summary about this season because there's some characters and plots I really didn't care for, like the whole storyline of the siren and the principal. Like, let me tell you this, audience. Once the principal died, that was it for that siren story arc going forward. I think the writers, that knew that. The MVPs here. This is why I chose this picture specifically, right? This is the trinity of Wednesday. You have Wednesday in the center, Enid, who's supposed to be like the bubbly, rainbow, sparkly glitter gal, and then you have Agnes on the right. She's the stalker of Wednesday, who wants to be like Wednesday, and her power is she could go invisible. I like the look. They definitely emphasize the eye stare of her, mixed together with her red ponytails. Like, yeah, she has this unsettling look, like the quiet, creepy girl you have in high school. All of them have pretty good moments in this series. Who should I start with? I guess I could talk about a little bit about Enid. Her story here, she finds out she might actually be an alpha werewolf. Alpha werewolves are werewolves that actually permanently remain werewolves. And she's also upset about this because alpha werewolves tend to be alone. So they will never be able to find a romance. And on top of that, the other werewolves will all go hunt to try and kill an alpha werewolf. So they're like, oh, damn.
That's literally not the definition of alpha werewolf.
They just all see the alpha as the biggest, toppest dog, I guess,
Yeah, you should. They're supposed to be the leader of the pack. That's the whole point.
I know, but what can you do? I'm not the one familiar with werewolf culture, audience, so it is what it is. There is one thing I did like that I wouldn't say is taste of your own medicine. Well, I guess I would. I guess it does fit this scenario because I was really upset in the first half of this season because she did have a boyfriend, right? From the first season, he was a Gorgon, but they were making out. Like, she was the one who initiated, going out with him. She was the one who wanted to date him, this and that. But then after she became a werewolf for the first time, she feels like she's a different person, even though she's still the same bubbly, cheerful, rainbowy sort of girl, And because of that, she was basically ghosting him, and she didn't know how to break the news to him, so she's just been avoiding him at all times. And I thought that was really horrible because, look, you're avoiding him, yet at the same time, you're spending a lot of time with this other taller, muscular, more good-looking guy who's also a werewolf too. So what do you think your boyfriend's going to think? So yeah, in this season, you find out that the werewolf that she was trying to hook up with, he has a girlfriend.
That's literally just a Hasbin Hotel plot.
Really? Okay. Oh, I didn't see Hasbin Hotel.
No, Hasbin Hotel has a hellhound girl who's in the same exact
That's
situation.
hell of a boss.
Hell of a boss. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're the crossover. It's the same people. I don't care. All right. My point is, they did that plot.
I guess the writers were fans of that, and they're like, okay, let's just recycle that for Enid. But no, I just figured that's a just dessert sort of moment, man. Like, come on, you broke your who the guy's heart, who was formerly your friend too, like, so it was. Is it wrong to feel satisfied that happened, audience? I gotta ask you.
No, it was a comeuppance. You did someone dirty, something dirty happened to you.
Exactly. So yeah, she was good. That was a good moment there, and her storyline ends with her actually turning into an alpha werewolf, and well, I'll say what happens at the end. Um, Agnes, she's a delight. She's that creepy stalker girl, right? Adding the fact that she has like invisibility going on with her. She's just trying her best to impress Wednesday because she is a fan of her, like such a fan that she started dressing up like Wednesday to be more like her. And I kind of like her little storyline arc here because she's just trying to fit in, right? And despite this whole school being
Listen to me.
Yeah.
No one is just trying to fit in when they choose Wednesday Adams to be their role model. Okay.
Yeah, but like in her case, Wednesday is the most popular girl in school, or the most. She basically has celebrity status in school. So I guess it's just her trying to imitate a celebrity, trying to get some fame, But
I'll let it slide today.
yeah, at the end, like of course, Wednesday just used her, like she was an end to a means for her in her journey, in her mission, this and that. And and she did eventually just kind of diss Agnes towards the end, but this was like a heartbreaking moment for Agnes because this is a school of outcasts, right? Imagine being an outcast in a school that's filled with outcasts. That
Maybe it
nobody
makes you
wants.
the best one.
It makes you kind of stand out, right?
Yeah,
But
it
like
makes you
there
the
is
best outcast. You're the outcast of outcasts. That's top tier status, bro.
yeah. Have a positive outlook on that. But yeah, there comes a point where her and Enid. Now, keep in mind, Enid doesn't like her at all, right? But even she started
Respectable.
getting her. Yeah, even she started giving her like a little bit of a pep talk, saying, "Look, we already have one Wednesday in this world. You don't need to be her sort of weird. You're already uniquely weird on your own." And
Wait
that
till they
was a
meet
little,
cousin Ed.
huh?
I think just wait till they meet cousin Ed.
Which is weird because I think they kind of implied cousin It will be arriving towards the end, but like a version of cousin It anyway. But yeah, I'll go more into that later. So yeah, she was cool. Agnes was cool. They even performed like a little dance number between her and Enid, which was pretty unique because during the dance number she would turn invisible, so it kind of looks like Enid is like floating in air and this and that. I like that little touch.
I ain't gonna lie, that would piss me off. You know how hard it is to dance with somebody, just in general, and now you turn invisible. I can't see where your feet are and stuff.
Well, to be fair, like at the moments where she's holding Enid in midair,
Bro, it's a ballerina dance. What's happening right here? I was just imagining, like, she picking her up by the waist, just hold her up and invisible. Like, what dance is this, bro?
I know. There does come one fun part, right, where Enid's dance partner isn't around. So she's like, I don't have anybody to dance with and to perform my number with. And Enid's like, oh, I know your dance routine. It's Agnes saying, I know your dance routine. And Enid's like, wait, how do you know? Wait, were you spying on me during my practice sessions? Oh, yeah.
I thought she was Wednesday talking. That she's talking Enid.
No, she liked messing with Enid, right? Like there comes a point where like Enid's making out with her new boyfriend, and Wednesday comes into the room, not caring about that, but Wednesday's just looking for Agnes, and she just magically pops up in the room, and Enid's like, "Wait, how long were you there?"
Yeah,
like,
that's not messing people. That's creepy as shit.
I know. She wants to be that creepy girl, just like Wednesday. But all right.
No, that's
so
creepy in a whole different sense than Wednesday.
all right, so now we go to Wednesday herself. Wednesday, her journey's pretty good. Like, I like how she's trying to work for Powers, trying to regain it. Like it definitely is some tension between the women in the Addams family. Oh man, like this version of Grandma Addams, right, audience? Yeah, she's yeah, she is not a good person, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah,
Like,
for the record, I told Cryptid that's not anyone's grandmother. They don't know who the fuck she is. She showed up, and then they just thought everyone thought that she was the other parent's grandmother, like mom, and then they found out she was not anyone's grandmother, and they just let her stand.
No, I recall yeah, that is Morticia's mother.
Oh well, then he changed it to that's the actual Lord. That's not her, that's not either one of their parents. They don't know who this woman is.
They do some more changes here. I mean, for God's sakes, they gave Pugsley electrical powers, you know. And
but
I might as well bring this up.
Howard.
They actually showed the origin of Thing. Okay. This is like a little bit of an info dump, audience, so I'll just give you as fast of a cliff note as I can on this. Apparently, Gomez Addams had a friend, right, when he was going into this school, and Gomez Addams apparently did have electrical powers. That is a power that goes towards the men in the Addams family, right? But his friend in high school was trying to create a device that would, like, you know, take the powers off of someone. He was trying to do this to save his sister, who was a Hyde. Hyde are basically just like, you know, you could turn into a giant monster, a creepy monster.
Yeah, Dr. Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, but the only catch is apparently the more you transform, the more your lifespan diminishes. So you're like, oh goddamn, dude. So he created the device, but he needed a power source, so he used Gomez, right? And he didn't tell Gomez that in order for this machine to succeed, Gomez will have to get killed. You know, so of course, Morticia comes in during the experiment. She chops off the guy's hand. The machine explodes, and unfortunately, Gomez, he loses his electrical power. And as a result of the bombing of the machine, the only thing that was left of that scientist was his hand. Gomez believed whatever good was left in his friend remained in his hand. You know.
I don't really like that.
Oh, okay.
I think some things should stay a mystery. I don't like explaining like a lot of that type of. And when you want to explain the weirdness, it's not really weird anymore. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you take away a lot by just keep casually explaining everything about Adam's family.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see.
So you're not supposed to really understand. They're supposed to be the weird people who are unconventionally nice somehow, despite being the weirdest, strangest people you'll ever meet in your life.
I argue the same thing with Scientology. I argue the same thing with Devil May Cry when people say, I want a Sparta game. I'm like, I don't think you really do. I guess I guess
with Sparta, I don't think we need to know exactly. I don't want to ever learn his thought process or what he did.
Right.
But I wouldn't mind fighting as him, as like just like you get to randomly fight like Lady and them. But I do not want to know why he did what he did.
I don't mind like a DLC or something. I just don't want to know much about the guy. I like the mystery. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. It is what it is. I guess the writer just wanted to delve into that story. Again, it's not something you ever thought about whenever you watch the Addams Family. Like, what's the origin of the Thing? How is that possible, you know?
Yeah, so you're not supposed to be thinking about it. Just like you're not supposed to be thinking about Cousin It. It dude's a 2 foot tall guy who's supposed to be a Sasquatch or some shit. Like, you're not supposed to think about it. The family's weird.
Yeah. I guess it is what it is, unfortunately. But
like, well, let me say this, audience. If y'all like it, that's fine. I'm not saying you can't like it.
Mm-hmm. For the purposes of this story, I guess that's what they were going for. They want to have a little extra dimension between it being best friends with Adams when he was young, with Gomez when he was younger. You know, that's the only thing I could think of. But yeah. The ending of this series is basically like, okay, the Nevermore School, it's closed down, and right now Wednesday's going to go on a journey to go find Enid, and she's going to be tagging along with her Uncle Fester. So good on them. So it's likely that the next season we're going to get it's not going to be in the school, so it's going to be a searching for Enid and all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot I'm leaving out, audience. Again, for the purposes of the time of tonight, I'm just running it down to the bare minimum. There were some good things between Wednesday and her, her ex-boyfriend, the one who was a Hyde. Yeah, there was good content there, and the more I'm looking at this picture, right? Oh wow, I'm starting to realize 3 superpower girls, one with dark hair, one with blonde hair, and one with red hair. I wonder who this is reminding me of. No, but yeah, go watch it, audience. It's enjoyable. Oh, damn! I should. There's one thing I want to bring up. There was one funny episode, right, where Enid and Wednesday they do switch bodies. It was just a hilarious episode, and I gotta say kudos to the actresses because they pull each other's characters off. If they in the beginning of the series, audience, if you were to tell me that these 2 actresses switched roles, I can believe it because that's how spot on they were.
Those episodes are always fun when the actors can pull it off. Sometimes they just gotta get lazy with it, but it is fun to see.
I kind of disagree. So I didn't see a lot of the clips in the episode, and Enid's stuff was while Enid's acting as Wednesday could work sometimes. A lot of other times he was just trying to do Wednesday stare, and it was not working for me.
I mean, she had the cold bits there and the emotionless voice of her. That's what I felt. And yeah, it might have helped more if she wasn't still walking around with the rainbow highlighted hair. And
yeah, it was more like her clothes and her makeup kind of takes away from the stare, so it feels a lot less threatening.
Yeah,
compared to Wednesday's actress who fully changed clothes and makeup and everything to embrace that in her body.
Okay, yeah, that was kind of a little bit of revenge because it was actually Wednesday in Enid's body that found out that her boyfriend had a girlfriend, right? But when Enid found out about this, she wasn't aware that he had a girlfriend. Yeah, so she wanted to get back at Wednesday. So she, full on glammed her body up, makeup, bright colors, this and that, and performed the whole dance number in front of the whole school. And there comes this funny part where apparently there was a joke made in the beginning, right, where Wednesday is allergic to color. That is an actual thing. Actually.
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
Oh, okay, but now she's breaking up into hives, this and that, and they're like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That's even an animated film.
I forgot they showed that. No, because I remember if you're talking about the animated movie, there was a point where she did enter a beauty pageant, and she wasn't breaking out into hives there.
No, so there's 2 movies, and one of them they had, the other one they didn't for some reason.
Okay.
Remember the animated movie had a sequel.
Oh, okay, yeah, I recall that. Yeah, it was good. I did like the scene where Morticia comes in and she looks at Wednesday. She's unaware that Enid's in her body, right? And she's looking at her hives saying, I haven't seen those hives since Pugsley drew on the inside of your death mask with crayons. Here, I have the ointment for you. So Morticia gives her the ointment, and it does fix up her hives. And Enid's like, oh, great. Wow, this stuff works fast. What is it? And Morticia's saying, oh, some beeswax, some stinging nettles, the ashes from a corpse. Yeah, usual stuff. Gives your body that nice death afterglow. Isn't
it weird that I feel like Morticia should have been you already know about all this, so why are you doing this again?
Yeah, but to be fair, Morticia and Wednesday in this series, for some reason, the writers thought, let's put a little bit of tension and division between the 2.
They keep doing that. That's why they in the animated films. I don't understand why they think that Wednesday wouldn't get along with her mom. I think it's more likely she wouldn't get along with Dad.
Yeah, definitely not.
Gomez is
Definitely.
way more sunny personality than like anybody that went in this family, bro.
Yeah. It's weird that they went through that trope. They just wanted to illustrate, like, I guess, a teenager rebelling against their
That's why you
parents.
gotta do the dad, man, because they don't get it at all. When you always get the son and the dad, the mom and the daughter a lot.
Yeah.
You don't really get the opposite all the time. Unless you don't time you get the opposite when it's like, well, I don't think his parents like spend too much time with me or gives me attention. That's the only time they do the opposite things.
Exactly, you know. But hey, is what
I'm
it
glad
is.
you like the show though.
Yeah, the second half is really won me over again.
So,
This is
what would you give the full season as their like rating?
I would give it an 8. I mean, I would give an 8.5, but again, there were just some things I feel like they could have taken out. Like the whole Pugsley situation.
Yeah, I
wasn't
hated
really
I hated all I saw of Pugsley. I was going to give it a chance. But when I saw the backstory of him getting bullied and shit, I was like, nah, this not my family, bro.
Yeah. Austin, there is a point in this, like, you know, he befriends a zombie, right? You
I
know,
saw that
zombie. Part. Yeah. I get they're trying to say, like, they're trying to treat the zombie as if that's like his dog or whatever, but like that zombie is out legitimately killing people and eating their brains. And you know, when they're trying to go the whole route, they're trying to go the whole route of, like, you know, Pugsley feels like an outsider. He has no friends. I mean, dude, on your first day in this school, you have your own mill house. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was I saw those moments thanks to TikTok, and I was like, I don't understand what his character's supposed to be.
Yeah. And
you can't play him as the victim, but have him like in this weird empowered position. And then you have his sister being the most popular girl in the school. So it's like realistically, most of these people won't even mess with him. It's just the hope for not, you know, getting her nerves.
Yep, and you have electrical powers too, you know.
Yeah.
This again, like Pugsley, I gotta say, Pugsley just doesn't feel like Pugsley. I don't know if it's because just of all the changes, but also because they didn't make him fat.
That's my problem with like Tim Burton's name being all over this, because it doesn't feel like Tim Burton stuff.
I saw
anyone knows Tim Burton. We've seen 2 films of Tim Burton about what his Addams families are. So we know how he knows how these characters are. And then you come to the show and like no one really acts like that.
I get that he probably wants to do something new, you know, like it's like the creators of Harley Quinn. They did the Harley Quinn, you know, from the Batman animated series, but then when they revived, I forgot what was that latest Batman animated series. They did something completely different with Harley Quinn there, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is what it is. I saw people online make a post saying that you know, the actor who's Pugsley here, right? He looks more like a young version of Gomez Adams from those 2 live action Addams Family movies.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I think he might. Yeah, he probably was a miscast. Like if they ever did a young Gomez and Morticia series, yeah, this kid would definitely be the young Gomez.
I think that's what I liked about the old films, because like the brother was so odd, and then when you meet Uncle Fester, you're like, oh, it kind of makes sense. But he's more like Uncle Fester than Gomez, usually. This is a dude who you can be about to cut his head off with a guillotine. And he's like, bro, let's go ahead, let's start.
How are you going to victimize Pugsley for being bullied in school when his sister is literally putting him
the biggest bully of all time?
Yeah, you know.
This girl had this man in a guillotine at 4 years old, and they were really prepared to kill him. Yeah. It just happened to break.
What is stuffing a kid in a locker compared to your sister literally slamming your head with a shovel and burying you alive? You know, doesn't make sense.
You tell me you don't do that on a Friday night?
all I'm saying is the guy I'm doing it to isn't gonna be bullied at school about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know. So it is what it is. But all right, then again, for purposes of time, yeah, that's really my thoughts on Wednesday. So I think we should move on to the next topic. So all right, move on to the next. Austin.
Marvel Rivals season 4, Daredevil and Angela reveal. So
Mm-hmm.
I people were pissing me off because I hate TikTok because people who don't read comics will see one person say something and they just go everywhere saying that shit. This is
Okay.
not Daredevil from Shadowland. This is not Shadowland Daredevil. He is not empowered by the beast.
Okay.
Marvel Rivals told you who this guy was. Y'all still ran around with that bullshit saying it. So, Cryptid, if you know anything about Iron Fist, you know there are 7 cities of heaven.
Yeah.
So, later on, there's a hidden 8th one. So, what they did with that 8th one was they made Daredevil the leader of that city in Marvel Rivals. So, he's their Iron Fist. That's how he got powers in this game.
Dude,
You
see
know what?
Angela in Marvel Rebels is so cool.
It is. But with regards to Daredevil having a version of the Iron Fist powers, you know what? Not all that mad for some reason. Maybe it's
It doesn't change anything. He's not like charging his fist. He deals with regularly fighting.
yeah, I mean, and it also doesn't hurt the fact that Daredevil is a seasoned martial artist, so he
Daredevil really gets empowered all the time. Like we saw this man empowered by God last one. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm not against them just wanting him to have a realistic way to fight these people.
yeah.
But yeah, he's the head of that city. And if you know the story, right now, Hela was possessed by Noel, and she did a lot of fucked up shit. They caught her, and when they went to go bring her to justice, Hela took Thor's baby sister, Larissa, LaRusso, I don't remember her name. You know the baby.
Yeah.
And she got caught by Daredevil, and Daredevil was holding her in the 8th city.
Mm-hmm.
The baby is in Iron Fist's city in Kunlun. Angela wants Hela's head, and she wants to go get her sister, but she is letting the sister stay in Iron Fist's place right now.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so Daredevil's like, this is my city. You're not about to come. No false angel, by his own words, no false angel about to come in my city and start fucking up my shit just because she's mad. I don't care who you are.
I don't believe in false gods.
Yeah. Daredevil and Cap have one thing in common. They believe there's only one God, and he don't dress like that.
There you go, So, yeah, I'm excited to see Daredevil's assets in here. As far as Angela is concerned, you want to talk about Angela?
At least do you know a lot about Angela, or you want me to?
I mean, Butch did say he liked Angela's design here, which we can't hear you, by the way. Well, if you're trying to talk.
Angela is the first flying Vanguard, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's some of people's biggest fear they had coming to the game. Was flying tanks. The tanks already, have more health. Now they're flying around, more mobility. That's kind of scary.
I do like the design. I do like the design choice of giving her one wing, though. Thought that was cool.
No, she has 2 wings. She just in that picture. She only has 1.
Oh, okay.
She like that picture right there. She used that wing to defend against Daredevil.
Oh, okay.
Like he blocked the hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is also one of the rules I like about Marvel Rivals, because you can definitely tell, like, when they're doing these projects, they're doing it for the people who are fans of the comic book source material, right? If this was like, an MCU project, damn well they would replace Angela with Valkyrie, So yeah.
I do like that they're willing to use the I won't say unpopular, but not mainstream heroes.
Exactly,
Angela looks fun. I really want to see the Daredevil gameplay. I want to know how they make him different from Iron Fist. Especially because he has his billy clubs and everything in here too, and and he has some type of like demon form for his ultimate. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh yeah,
but people don't know a lot about Angela. Angela was originally a Spawn character. The person who wrote the rights, I believe they came to Marvel or they wrote something for Marvel as well, and Marvel had like a way to get the rights from him.
Yep.
It's been a long time since I read up on that lore. People, I wasn't expecting to talk about it, but
I still remember first seeing Angela in the Spawn movie. Man, I was like looking at that. She was in that gala. You saw her. You saw that one woman with red hair, and she had Spawn earrings. I'm like, is that supposed to be an Easter egg? Huh. Oh, okay. That's supposed to be Angela. Oh, okay. You know?
But in the Marvel comics, she's Thor's sister. She's the daughter of Odin, who was kidnapped the moment she was born by Heaven, which is the eighth realm, another hidden city, hidden place that people don't want you to know about.
Yeah.
And she was raised to think Odin was like a piece of shit. And to be fair, Odin is a piece of shit, but he wasn't a piece of shit because of what happened with her.
Yeah.
From his point of view, these people stole and murdered his daughter, so he killed them. Obviously, like what the fuck you let him do?
Yep.
I wish Wish was here because one more famous thing about Angela. Angela's girlfriend Sarah is a trans woman.
Okay.
Sarah was a male angel. Male angels don't have wings, and they became a man.
Oh, okay. Which
That's why Angela is in the Pride book.
Damn. Which why aren't you here for this, man? Okay. But yeah, again, as Austin pointed out, we're glad to see them giving not characters that are familiar with the comic book crowd, as opposed to the people familiar with the movies,
I will miss one thing though.
What?
Cryptid. It's gonna feel weird, like to have Daredevil and like not. Sorry. It's gonna be weird to have Daredevil and not have Hell's Kitchen at all. That's all he ever wrote. All he does in his comics is take care of this one city block of Hell's Kitchen, bro. So the idea that Hell's Kitchen is not gonna be a map is gonna be weird.
Just wait. They'll make it up to you by giving Hell's Kitchen $20.99, man. So
I hope they make it like with each season we got a new game mode. So I kind of hope they just make it a new map in a game, one of those game modes, if we can't like really do anything with it. Because like I know people is unpopular right now, but I still want Luke Cage in the game. Like I don't care. I want Luke Cage. I want to play Iron Man and Iron Fist, bro. I need it. I want to play Hero Fire.
Just wait, Austin. His super move will be him getting the the Power Man busting armor. Just wait, man. Just wait.
Like I really want them to start doing stuff like that. Like Danny Rand not in the game, he's not gonna be in the game. Well, Luke Cage comes to the game, I'll make Danny Rand a part of his ultimate or something, Like
dude, I just want Luke Cage to be dissing on Lin Lai,
He's not gonna do that, bro. He's not gonna do that.
You're the guy who replaced my best guy, my best bro.
He did do that when he killed him, but he's not gonna do it at casual talk.
Okay.
If he kills like Lin Lai on the other team, and like this man thought he could be Iron Fist.
Oh man, I just want to see that.
But yeah. So this season it looks good. Like I told Crypt before the show, they're doing the classic Cap skin, and it's season pass. I think that's the best skin in the season pass. The rest of them kind of look bad.
Yeah.
But next season is all about romance and lovers, and a couple that's already been teased multiple times have been Rogue and Gambit.
Oh.
No, my phone is fucking hitting me right now.
Oh, hey, do you have any thoughts on Angela?
She's a cool buff lesbian. I don't know what you want me to say.
There you go. That's what we wanted to hear from you, man.
I mean, I don't know what you wanted me to say. Like, what else did you want?
We just thought he thought you had something else to say. That's all it was.
No, she's a cool buff lesbian who will beat your ass.
Yep. There you go.
But yeah, the next season most likely gonna be Rogue and Gambit. We got more Deadpool dialogue and more Carnage and other people's voice lines. So Deadpool and Carnage are probably the season afterwards.
Deadpool is the safest bet audience,
Well, we know Deadpool's coming. We got so much elite audio. Like Deadpool's coming. They already teased them multiple times. We have full voice clips of him already, so they already got his like voice lines lined up. It's just about getting to the season.
Yeah.
Remember, we have the first 2 years. The character's already done, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited for this season, but I really want to see Rogue and Gambit. Because we know Rogue's probably gonna be another flying Vanguard. But I'm excited for Gambit. I'm not excited. People don't know because I'm gonna end this because this thing going too long.
Yeah.
But people don't know. This game has a DPS problem where DPS outnumber both the support and the Vanguards combined. So what people want in the game is more Vanguards, which we are getting, and more support that don't just do the same stuff. And they're kind of struggling to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the next 3 seasons are probably all either a Vanguard or a DPS, no support. Gambit's not going to be support. Rogue has no reason to be support.
Yeah. 2 heavy hitters after all.
Deadpool is not going to be support. Let's be for real. And you know damn well they're not giving card to card to heal people.
I could think of someone who could be a new support character.
Sasquatch.
It won't be Northstar.
No, I'm talking about Aurora.
That's true. If they came together, you can get 1 DPS and 1. Actually, Northstar would be a great Vanguard too. You do either one of those and then have her be support.
I mean, she has the healing light ability, so.
Question, guys: do you think if they ever do bring in Kamala Khan, they will have her do support because of her crystal powers?
No.
Crystal powers.
The crystal power doesn't heal anybody or anything. It just helps her punch.
Yeah, it doesn't heal. It just makes constructs.
Mm-hmm. They'll just make it.
If Kamala Khan comes, she's probably going to be a Vanguard because of her big ability.
Mm-hmm.
Dale, Mr. Fantastic in the game is a DPS who plays like a Vanguard. So he can become big, tank damage and stuff. So Miss Marvel will be the full Vanguard version of him.
Oh, okay. But yeah, let's see. But alrighty then. Any final thoughts on this before we move on, guys? Because we still got a lot more to go to.
No.
Okay. All right. I guess with that, we're moving on to the next topic, audience. Another Austin topic.
Oh,
Austin.
Oh yeah, Laura Croft. See this, yeah. So Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones is playing Laura Croft, and Laura Croft is a big icon and stuff. So I thought it just enough to to bring up. I didn't really expect us to talk like long about it. So Sophie Turner is a good actress.
Yeah, audience, you'll remember her as playing Jean Grey from the X-Men movies.
She wasn't good in that, but she's good in Game of Thrones.
All those movies were just not good, okay?
Yeah, it was not her fault that those movies were kind of bad. But it's just one of those situations where they're still trying to, I won't say force, because that's kind of wrong. They're still trying to nail down the more modern version of Laura Croft. And they just keep failing. Because I don't know if you saw the animated show based on the modern Laura Croft also got canceled.
Yeah, I saw that. Man, there just seems to be 2 divisions between. There is a divide between Laura Croft fans, people who liked her, design wise and motivation wise from her early days. But apparently, some people think that no, that sort of character needs to be updated. By
modern people can't see past her tits to see the character that she was, and they just think it was all Gooner material.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my problem with the situation. Because Jake will tell you, Laura Croft was great. Jake played those games.
Laura Croft.
And I can promise you he was not looking at her polygon titties.
Laura Croft had you doing backflips and shit, fighting dinosaurs, bro. The open world puzzles and shit. Laura Croft.
Like she was like the craziest adventure you could have played at the time. She was doing flips. She was fighting dinosaurs, like all type of great stuff. And now she's just a regular survivalist.
Your first boss fight in that game is against a fucking T-Rex, and you just have 2.
Damn.
Yeah.
Audience, Laura Croft was more than just a pretty face. Doesn't mean you can't emphasize the prettiness, So,
yeah. And now she's just a female Nathan Drake who's competent.
Crypto, you know that scene in like Uncharted 4 where it's like Nadine versus Nate, and Nate's getting his ass beat, That would be Laura Croft, like original Laura Croft.
They did that in Death Battle. You're like, it's not even a joke. They redid that scene in Death Battle.
Dog shit.
Yeah.
But like,
so
I think they have to find a way to like combine both mediums if they want like Laura Croft to survive. Like, her being a survivalist is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But you can't lose her style just because you want her to be a survivalist.
Yeah.
It'd be like Dante from Devil May Cry, like putting on a regular suit to go fight. And like, this doesn't fit who this is.
Mm-hmm.
You can do the island stuff all the time, but she still you give her back her flips, give her back her guns. She don't have to use a bow every game. All right, give her back her guns. Bring back the Batman debate that people have. People are tired of grounded Batman. Where's the phantasm? I can't even think of the word right now.
If you bring a dinosaur into the picture, man, you go as fantastical as you want. You know?
Yeah, fantastical.
It should be.
And like that's what you need. Batman has a dinosaur frozen in his cave with a giant penny and stuff. Like, I want to see those adventures.
Yeah, you know. But
that's kind of how it is with Laura Croft. So I hope they find their way to mix both. Because if they're just more modern day Laura Croft, it's not going to do well.
Like, you see, that's where I'm a little bit worried about this, because like another person who's attached to this project is Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and look, no offense, but like I am aware of the reception of what happened with the last Indiana Jones films, and the biggest drawback to that was her character in that film that they tried putting in for a modern take on a heroine type, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of that they're going to try bleeding into this version of Laura Croft, you know? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, audience.
I just want y'all aware it's happening. And will it be good? Who knows? But it's coming.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Yeah. So, all right then. I guess with that, we should probably move on to the next topic. So, all right. Okay, now we have to talk about our segment on Peace, audience. Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 3. Okay. Audience,
are you okay with talking about theories?
Theories? Yeah, go ahead. I mean, DC,
I done seen a little bit of these episodes, and I'm pretty sure that his perfect dimension, like where he is the one where the Nazis won.
Oh, God.
And I think that's going to be the reveal later. Because if you encrypt it in 3 episodes of him being in this other world, I want you to know there's no different colored people than white at all.
Dude, that actually makes so much sense, because audience, in this perfect world, right, there is a quote-unquote terrorist organization that calls themselves the Sons of Liberty. Like, wait, why would you give them such, a name that's so heavily ingrained in, American history? Like, but now that Austin brings up, wait, if this is the history where the Nazis won, then, oh my God, that actually makes more sense if they're the Sons of Liberty here. Oh, damn.
Yeah, damn. Look at it. I went through the episodes. There's no one who isn't white in that other dimension. No background people, no talking people, nothing. And you see little posters and stuff that has like phrases that feel like they're almost Nazi stuff. Like how strong this is.
I have to rewatch that episode now to look at those bits, man. That is
so don't rewatch it yet. Just when the next episode comes out, just like pay attention to the background and stuff when he's there. Because it really feels like this is what it is.
Yeah, because let's not forget, like in this universe, Peacemaker's dad, the White Dragon, the one who's basically the KKK clan leader, this and that. He's a superhero in this universe. So what better way to establish that he's a superhero in the universe by saying like, yes, he's a superhero in a Nazi-run universe. Oh damn. Oh, God.
When hate and racism is the top tier, this man's a hero.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, now let's bit of a theory bomb that just got thrown at me. Okay, now I'm more eager to see the next episode now. So yes, audience, we do see this world, and it is peaceful. Peacemaker is respected. He has little kids like saying, "Oh my God, it's Peacemaker," and they're crying because it's Peacemaker. And you have girls literally flashing their tits in front of Peacemaker's face. They're like, "Oh man, this is."
Don't lie, you would do the exact same thing.
Well, I won't.
Yeah,
be
you don't flash
crying.
your tits to the Peacemaker too.
Yeah, I won't be crying when I meet Peacemaker, man. Come on,
You don't flash your tits though. That's what we're saying.
Hey, no, dude. There's a
I'm not
level to
saying it's a
fandom.
bad thing.
There's a level to fandom I don't go towards, So.
Well, tell me you're lame. Telling me you're
Not
lame.
saying I have tits, audience. Just bringing it up. So.
Everyone has tits. It's
not the ones you're talking. Not the ones you're imagining. So, not the ones that are decided to this gal. So, but
Austin, Austin, does everyone have tits?
Yes.
Yeah, not the type that that these guys are trying to apply, like the ones that the girl is flashing, like so.
Okay,
everyone in the world has breasts. Okay, it's just different type.
Yeah.
So it counts.
Okay, so yeah, Peacemaker gets together with hardcore of this universe. And also we do see in the beginning, right before the mission of the Suicide Squad, right, audience? It turns out Hardcore and what is it? Rick Flag Jr. Yeah, they were a couple.
What is this guy obsession with passing his wife around, bro? I'm so sick of James Gunn, bro.
It's a solid. I guess it's a solid. You're giving your wife, your spouse.
My wife is hot, and you're gonna like her. You understand?
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure you're set up with like absolute badass men in my projects, So, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, wife. So, yeah, you can kind of understand why that little tidbit draws tension between her and Peacemaker, because it's literally stated in the report on how Rick Flag died. Right down to his last words. I don't know how they were able to get.
How the fuck they know that?
Yeah, I know. I don't know how they were able to get that in depth of detailed information about his death, but they do. So,
I guess Peacemaker told him, but damn.
Right down to Peacemaker saying that like his last words were "Peacemaker, what a joke!" So.
Yeah, no, you're right. Peacemaker definitely would change that.
Yeah, I mean that's literally on the report on how
what a cool guy.
Yeah, he actually didn't hate me at all. He said, "I respect you, Peacemaker. Thank you."
I wish I saw it your way sooner, Peacemaker.
I wish I could make peace.
There you go. But anyway, so yeah, Peacemaker. There is a terrorist attack from the Sons of Liberty here. You don't know why they're looking to bomb Argus, why they're setting off bombs in the streets, but they get taken down in a brutal fashion by Peacemaker, this and that, and he's welcomed as a hero. Oh boy, now this is gonna look so wrong if what Austin said is true,
Yeah.
The next episode. But we come back to like the modern world, where the rest of Peacemaker's cast is, and they're all just gathering information. Argus now has like they're going to go full frontal on Peacemaker's house because of that interdimensional portal they have, right? And because of the last conflict they had with the house, being that all their agents got taken out by Eagly, they actually bring in an eagle catching expert who's played by Michael Rooker. So
is it just his Suicide Squad person, or is it like a new person?
It's a new person played by the same actor.
All right.
He looks like the wilderness sort of guy, Audience, after what we saw Eagly do in the last episode, yeah, you definitely need an eagle catching expert to go up against him. No,
you don't, but they could just smoked out the building and been done with it.
That that eagle like took out like five government agents.
That's why you smoke out the building, bro. Put sleeping gas, throw sleeping gas in the windows, and let that eagle go to sleep and get the job done. All right.
Okay, so you think you know better than the expert on catching eagles, Austin? You know?
I do not trust this guy. I would trust anyone like Michael Rooker to fix my car.
What was that, Witch?
Do you know how to capture an eagle?
I don't, but I would want to go to an eagle expert for that thing. And Michael Rooker's character here is an eagle expert, so he literally has the trophies in his place and everything to testify that. You know, the feathers.
Jake,
So I'm not going to you.
are you free on the side to look up something?
What's up?
I want you to look up real life eagle experts and see if anyone pops up.
Okay.
I want to see this is a real profession. Real life eagle catching expert. I want to see that's a real thing. Not bird, but typically eagle.
Gotcha. So anyway, like, you know, as they're forming their group, they assign a dyebeard a new partner who is judo master here from the last season. You know, so you know the short guy who could kick people's asses and also loves chips. So yeah,
Respectable, bro. That's a Cheeto, bro. This guy knows ball.
yeah. You know, so glad to see he found some new employment after the whole Parasite fiasco. So yeah, I mean, aside from that, it was basically straightforward. Peacemaker does come back to his own universe, so we'll see what happens there. Oh god, I really want to see that big revelation now, man. Wow.
Do you think they're going to use it as a way to bring back Rick Flag Jr.?
Ooh, I don't know, man. Like, well, even if you do, because like in this peaceful universe, right, audience, Rick Flag is there, but he's kind of like that weird office worker here, you know. He was a goofball. Like, it's clear he had the hots for hardcore, and he doesn't like Peacemaker in this universe, but he doesn't feel like a physical threat, if I can put it that way, you know.
Yes, there is a job. It's called licensed falconer, which can be also used for eagles, and I've already applied to be one. So we'll see.
Wow. You want to capture freedom, Jake, is what you're telling me?
I want freedom in the
To
palm.
be fair, they are in danger. He probably should capture and bring them to captivity.
Sure.
So noted, you're not trusting cryptid with eagles. Got it.
Hey, I take care of an eagle a heck of a lot better than Peacemaker would, who it was implied he was part of an orgy with him. So yeah.
Yeah, that's called bestiality, and I think that's
Some woman let an eagle peck her vagina, which.
Yeah, I'm not trusting anyone who does bestiality.
Yeah, that's. But all right then. Yeah, that's pretty much straightforward, audience. So yeah, I just want to make sure we all have our daily talk of peace. That's all. So all right.
I've seen better talks.
We can move on. What was that with?
I think we can have better talks of peace.
Next topic. Austin.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
Will Smith starts on to do
awesome.
more films with Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So Will Smith signed on to do more films with Paramount. And people believe this means it seems like he's going to be taking over Transformers or some other big franchise based on the wording.
Ooh. Okay.
So like he's going to be either the main character or he's going to be like highly involved. And some of they're making new movies for old IPs of theirs, or that they rented or own. And Will Smith's going to be the star of them, and it's 6 of them.
Huh. Interesting.
Exactly.
I mean,
So it's like, what else? What could it be? Like other than like Transformers or something? Right now, what IP do they have that's so big? They think they can make 6 films of, and like this guy signed on for
Captain Planet? I don't know.
You think they're making Captain Planet shit?
They really were. They were making a Captain Planet something.
I mean,
but I don't know if
you
it'll
don't
win
think,
anyone.
you don't think Will Smith could pass on as Captain Planet? Which, huh?
I don't think you want to be in a speedo at that age.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's good for Will, I guess. Like, hopefully he does. He puts all his effort into this project. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't this be considered his first gig since that whole Oscar fiasco?
No, they thought
No, he had Bad Boys and stuff.
Oh, okay. I thought that was filmed before that incident.
No, the first one was the second. I know Bad Boys 3 was filmed before. Bad Boys 4 was filmed afterwards.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I haven't been keeping up on his projects, so
Now, so people are back on his side about stuff. They're just not, bringing up data, apparently.
Well, they're mad at him because they're accusing him of using AI for his last concert.
Oh, well, fuck them, I guess. But anyway.
But yeah, hopefully he does good in whatever project he ends up getting. So
yeah, I was hoping we would have a little bit more before, it was time to talk about it, but we didn't.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. We'll be talking about it when the actual announcement happens. So, alrighty, I guess with that we should probably move on. Now, Jake, you do this one.
What? Why me? There's like an Austin topic.
It's Street Fighter.
I know, but I'm Mortal Kombat.
You fight in the streets.
Yeah. I mean, I fight in the streets, but I don't fight these people.
Even in Mortal Kombat, they fight in the streets.
Okay.
Yeah, I fight them. I don't fight.
Okay, which you announce this topic then, dude.
I got it.
We got the cast for the Street Fighter movie or whatever the fuck.
Wait, I'm glad you're here because that's why I brought it up. Street Fighter. The whole point of Street Fighter that different people represent different nations. It's literally killing me, bro. That's why the cast is killing me right now.
Dude,
but
I actually
half of these people don't even match where they're supposed to be from.
I didn't take it that way, man. I took it. I had a different response to this casting because I find it funny that this movie based on a video game, is willing to give wrestlers a chance at playing these characters, as opposed to another movie based on a video game that is adamant about not casting a certain wrestler.
50 cents is power.
Yeah, that's the best one they got. 50 Cent already has to talk. Like 50 Cent can pull it off. I seen him in the Power. Like 50 Cent can pull off Balrog pretty easily.
He has the body, He's still.
But with how many wrestling stuff here, I feel like WWE is giving them money for the film.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, it is confirmed. Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare himself, is playing Gil.
We have a shadow. We have a picture of his shadow with the haircut, so we know he has it.
Now I wonder, are they going to remove the neck tattoo? I think they kind of.
They probably won't because they had the American flag in it.
Well, I mean, you can have the American flag tattooed on his shoulder, but I don't know if the tattoo would be going too far.
No, Cryptid. He should.
I don't say only because it's still he's playing the dude who represents America. I think they'll let it slide.
Okay. There's that.
Are we gonna have
the reason I brought it up, the picture you don't have them here, but you had like the picture of like Cammy. I mean, the actor for Cammy, like some other places, and it's like these characters represent certain places like full on. That's an essential part of their character. Not Cammy because he was mind controlled, to be fair, but a lot of them are. So it feels weird that you didn't try to cast someone from those places.
You would think nowadays more than ever, people will want to emphasize more on casting for specific regions.
Only there was a woke agenda to save
it. And that's why I think it's funny because like usually I like Jake. No, I do not care. But in Street Fighter specifically, this is the only time where it actually matters to their character full on.
Exactly.
So it feels weird. Where you're from, where you're from is who you're fighting for.
Yeah.
It's who you're fighting for. It's who your fighting style is. It's what tells us everything about your character before we meet you.
Yeah.
So if it's weird, then I'm gonna look at like Cammy, or look at like Juri Han, or like anybody, be like, they know who is this person? Like, where are you from? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Why does American Girl use it in like Taekwondo?
Yeah, I'm just looking at this roster, right, audience? Let's see. You have Andrew Koji playing Ryu, Kalina Ling playing Chun-Li, Cody Rhodes
That
playing
guy's gonna be good.
Who?
The guy playing Ryu, he's from a show called The Warrior, which was
Yeah.
written by Bruce Lee and adapted by his daughter like years after he passed. That dude's actually a really great fighter in real life.
Yeah, I mean, well, Ryu is the Scorpion of the Street Fighter universe, so I would think they will want to cast like someone who could definitely pull off his action stunts. So yeah, good on that. They have Andrew Scholl playing Dan. I don't know too much
I
about
get it, but I don't like it. Dan is comedic because he's bad, not because he's an actual comedian.
Oh, they're gonna ham it up, man.
Yeah, so now we know he's going to be like full on making jokes and all this other crazy stuff, probably roasting people. Because that was Andrew Schultz is the best at.
Gotcha. All right, they have Noah Centino.
Also, the thing about Andrew Schultz, I don't know if people remember, Dan is the son of a Japanese master.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Remember, his father is Ryu's master, and a brother of Akuma. And you're telling me that Dan is related to Akuma? Like Andrew Schultz is related to Roman Reigns. I'm not buying it.
Oh, yes. There is a divide in the gene pool there, audience, apparently. So we'll see where that goes.
I want the plot from the TV show where Akuma shows up and he wants to kill Bison and Guile. And so Guile and Bison have to team up for the first time.
That's a big game. That's not a joke. The person who killed Bison was Akuma. That's what happened.
Okay, I wanted that episode because I was on the TV show and I liked how their hate turned into almost romance.
That's the story. They only ended up beating Bison because Akuma showed up and said, "You know what? I guess I'll take him out."
Oh no! It was like Akuma wanted to kill both Bison and
no. That was saying that he interrupted their fight and he killed Bison. That's the only reason they won. That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha. So, all right, let me get through the other list. Noah Centineo, playing Ken. I hope he dyes his hair blonde.
I don't know. To be fair, we got a picture of him. That dude worked his ass off because he looks like Ken full on now. Blonde he has the hairstyle. He has the body. This dude, he was training for this.
Okay. Glad to see there's dedication there. So
he was the one I was worried about because I always know him from bad, shitty films.
Well, this will be his big break, hopefully. So we have David Desmalchian.
Cool.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, y'all better know this man. He was in Ant-Man. He's Polka Dot Man. He was in The Flash.
He was in Gotham.
He was just in Dexter. Yeah.
He pretty much played the Joker. I'm like, dude, this guy has a damn good agent.
He's also a comic book writer.
Yeah. There you go, Rich. Yeah,
this dude is an MVP of nerd stuff. Yeah. Y'all got to know this guy.
He's gonna play Mr. 3 in One Piece. So yeah.
Yeah, there's also that.
So
him playing M. Bison is gonna be interesting because he is a very lanky man, and I doubt he's gonna work out. So it kind of reminds me of the last live action M. Bison where he was more meme than person, and I think that's fine. As long as Akuma still feel like a threat. But I am kind of worried.
Look, to be fair, Austin, M. Bison is known for just wearing a full body suit, right? So you can always just put some implants in there,
I'm not gonna doubt his acting ability. I just want to see how they do the fight scenes for him.
Yeah. Oh man, you can definitely tell he's gonna do that floating pose, man. I want to see that. Next one, you have Jason Momoa playing Blanca.
That's going to be funny because I really we know they're going to do CGI, but I really want to see them try to practical this man up with Blanca.
I want to see the long hair just floating up, man. That's going to be insane. I want to see this 7 foot tall troll monster of a man. Yeah, that's going to be insane. You have Oliver Peck playing Vega. Wait, Oliver Peck. I feel like I know that guy from.
That's the brother of Josh Peck from Drake and Josh.
Oh, okay. Who's playing Vega? Well, I don't know too much about
To
it.
be fair, Vega is fine. I think people don't know Vega's like he's a French assassin basically.
Oh, okay.
So
French.
like that's the part I'm kind of worried about the accent, but whatever. He's mainly a Chung Li villain.
Gotcha. And yeah, we have Roman Reigns as Akuma, as reported months ago. So,
And that's going to be the most interesting because Roman Reigns' voice is very distinct. I don't think he could pull off that gravelly voice of Akuma, so it's going to just sound like Roman Reigns.
he has the
he has the body of Akuma, though. I'll give you that. He is built like this is a big guy.
Yeah.
It'll be believable when he fight people and win. So my favorite part about this scripted though, when this comes to DVD, people are just going to edit in Roman Reigns promos, and that's going to be so funny. Can you imagine him standing next to Ryu, Dan, and like the Ken talking about the bloodline? Like I need it.
That's what I was thinking.
It's gonna be towering over the other actors, Damn. So yeah, we're all excited. Well, it seems like we're all gonna be entertained by this movie one way or the other. So
yeah, either way, I'm watching it, good or bad.
Yeah.
Well, my only thing I wanted to be is better than Mortal Kombat 2021. If it's better than that, even as a meme film, I do not care.
Yep. Again, I said this before, and I'll say it again, man. Street Fighter has the confidence of casting wrestlers as their characters, as opposed to the other franchise that doesn't. Apparently, So we'll see which one succeeds and which one fails. So
this is the same studio that brought you Mortal Kombat 1, so Street Fighter had to fail pretty badly to lose to Mortal Kombat 2, I would feel.
The only thing I'm worried about is that so the whole point of the game they're basing it on, Bison is a Chun Li and everyone else's villain, and Akuma is Ryu's villain specifically. So that's why they have Ryu. That's why Akuma had to come in and kill Bison so they can have that final fight.
Oh damn.
So I don't know if they're going to try to make Bison more of a Ryu villain and then keep Akuma like the more roaming threat into the sequel, or they're going to be straightforward. Ryu, you're here to fight Bison just because we need help and we're that bad.
You need to save some material for the sequel after all. So yeah.
Yeah, I think I personally would prefer Ryu Akuma stuff just being the flashback of killing his master and then being the post-credit scene for the next one. But I don't know if they're gonna do it.
We'll see what happens. So yeah, that's Street Fighter for your audience. It's gonna be a ride one way or the other.
Do not worry, audience. We will find something for Jake to scream when we review the movie.
Gotcha.
Street Fighter!
We'll find one of the intros where they scream the title and we'll get Jake to do it.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right, then. I guess with that, we should move on to the next topic. So, man, this is an Austin heavy night, audience. I'm realizing.
Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls review. The cough is included in there. You have to cough 4 times. The Marvel Tokon cough. Fighting Souls.
Yeah.
I got to play the beta for 3 days, and it really does feel like Dragon Ball Z Fighters 2. Y'all play that game. So the whole thing is that you have 1 health bar. You're playing as 1 main character, but you have 3 assists that you can call in and switch to.
Isn't that just Marvel vs. Capcom?
No. Marvel vs. Capcom. Every character has their own health bar.
It's been a while since I played it.
And you have the X Factor and stuff. Here you do have a meter to burn, but it's not treated the same. And you have a crossover meter. So say you're doing the square combo, and you press the X and then the square combo, your assist will come in. If you keep pressing the X, it would automatically go to the cross combo, where your assists are coming in to help combo him. And then y'all do a tag team finish.
Wow.
The assists in this game are it was hard trying to get to understand. So, Marvel vs. Capcom, which brought up earlier, the way you switch is that everyone has a specific button. If you want to bring in Cap, I'll press R1. If you want to bring in other person, I'll press L2. L1.
Yeah.
Here, all the assists are by X. So I press X left, I get a person. I press X right, I get a person. I press X down, I get a person. But sometimes that doesn't work or it doesn't register. So you'll get like, I want to bring in Star-Lord, it's going to keep coming in Cap for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's because the game is, finalized yet. But that could fucking be over.
Yeah.
We did not get to play Spider-Man. The people I got to play as were Dr. Doom, obviously. I had to rep Dick set.
Yes.
Star-Lord. I played Miss Marvel and I played Captain America.
Okay.
I played Captain America for you, and Captain America is kind of busted.
Oh yeah.
So Captain America can throw his shield 4 ways, but he can ricochet the shield at all times. So if I throw the shield up, it was going to bounce on the top of the screen, come down, bounce on the ground, but then bounce on the top screen again. And then when it returns to you, Crypto, if you press square at the right time, you will punch the shield and it will ricochet back to hit your opponent. And you just keep doing it.
Nice.
But it doesn't really have to end.
The
Nice.
price of freedom is his ass whooping.
And also Cap got his own, special reblock, like reflect and block mechanic. That's pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
I also think he probably had the second best ultimate in the game. His Final Justice is a lot better than the one from Marvel's Capcom, in my opinion.
Okay.
Captain America combo was kind of hard for me, and when it only had 2 days, I didn't focus a lot on him. But his shield stuff was kind of insane.
Mm-hmm.
The person I played the most at was Dr. Doom for obvious reasons, and
Okay.
his stuff was crazy. He had magic and attack for the first full time. You're not just shooting electricity like Marvel's Capcom had him doing for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He has a magic shield that can reflect and block, and he can make it closer to him or further from him. And that timing changes your combo exponentially. Also, his ultimate is just having all his Doom bots fly in and grab you and blow up. I thought that was very funny.
Mm-hmm.
He has the best win screen because when he wins, if you win, it's on Doom. He teleports and goes back to Latveria and sit on his throne.
Oh,
Everyone else just sits there and pose up and talk, but Doom goes home and just sits down. I think that was very funny.
He puts that on Doom.
He really says, "I'm tired, bro. It's over."
I'll send my dude back to finish the job.
They gave him his guns and everything. It already all the standard Doom stuff you want from Doom is in there. All the references you'll think you'll have in a fight he has here. I just wish they kept his dive kit from Marvel's Capcom 3 because it became such a big deal for him. Mm-hmm. It's to the point that he did it in Marvel Comics, he did it in a death battle, and he did it anytime they represent him. He does a split dive.
Oh, damn.
So if it's in the game, I couldn't pull it off. I really miss it. But the character I'll say is the best in the game right now be Kamala Khan.
Really? Wait, did they give
Kamala
her the glowy powers against the Embiggening?
Say it again.
Did they give her the glowy powers or the Embiggening?
Just Embiggen.
Okay.
So people don't remember the reason Kamala's stretching is different from Reed is that the more she stretches her limb, the bigger it gets. This is by default. That's how it was before they just made it kind of just regular stretchy powers. That's why it was called Embiggen. The moment she starts stretching, her fist starts going larger. That's how it was.
Yeah.
Here they try to keep that feeling. So she can be on one side of the screen, and she has a command grab that she'll reach over. If she grabs the opponent, they'll bring the opponent to her. If she misses, she'll grab the edge of the screen and then drag herself over to you. And she, if you play Tekken or any type of fighting game, she's the command grab character. A lot of her stuff are grabs.
She's a grappler.
She's a full grappler, but her grappling style is pretty fun because she's having fun doing it. So her throw, all that's pretty fun, and her ultimate's probably the best looking in the game because she grabs you with both hands large, do a front flip, slams you on your goddamn neck, grows big, stomps on you, and then she flicks you away like a piece of trash, bro.
I'm not Batman, bro. I'll kill you.
As a fighting game, the mechanics of this game is pretty fun. It's gonna be popular. It's gonna be big just because Arc System and Marvel. But I think it's gonna be a big competitor for a while. I don't see it as going away. But the problem is, this game is very auto combo heavy. So people gonna need like a lot of characters to not get bored. Because every combo has to start like the same type of feel. I can see people getting burnt out because of that.
Mm-hmm.
They did not let us play as Ghost Rider or Spider-Man, sadly.
They do auto combos for people like me, but then they also forget I'll get bored very quickly.
Yeah, like you had to, every combo so far I could do. Like you had to start with auto combo. I couldn't like press square and then immediately go off some own thing. I had to at least do like 3 hits before I could do anything, like change it up and do something. And to be fair, that might just because I didn't have enough time in the game, but it feels like that's intentional. They keep everybody on like the same base level at the start of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really wanted to play as Ghost Rider, but they didn't let us. As a character, so I won this game. I think everything what Kamala did, it kind of pretty much tells me Reed is not going to be here. So I do still hope we get like some character that can represent Fantastic Four. I guess Sue or Johnny, or at the very least, like if Sue shows up, have her like the Fantastic Four be in her moveset.
Ooh, that could be a unique way of giving her moves.
But the main person I want to see in this game is Cyclops. Because if Captain America can ricochet his shield off the top of the screen and off the back of the screen and stuff, that means Cyclops will be able to do so with his beam eyes. And I feel like that could be like a crazy assist in the game.
Dude, they bring in Cyclops. I want to buy it. I want to play this game because I definitely want to have a matchup between him and my boy Cap, man. So
yeah, so this game does have like Guilty Gear. Who people make the game make Guilty Gear? That game has intros and stuff. Cryptid. When I tell you, they have like Cryptid. They have like one of the most oral field intros I've ever seen because they have one that's just a straight battlefield, like a battleground, and so the announcer like announces the team. But you see them slowly walk through the smoke.
Damn.
Like they just straight up or farm to their name. Both teams. And then they stand up and pose against each other before the match starts. That was like one of the stage's special intros. I was like, this is great. This is actually really cool.
Yeah.
I wish I got to play as Iron Man, but from what I saw, he was just spamming stuff the whole time. I don't know if the people like who played him against me just weren't, good at him. But all they basically did was kept staying back trying to shoot the enemy. And that's really annoying.
Spammers, who likes those
anyway? But so far I give a game like a 8 out of 10. If depending on the roster, I'll give it like an 8.5. But I don't think it's gonna get higher than that. I'm more worried about how they handle the DLC release for this game. Because if this game only has like 16 base people, I don't think that would be enough. I think you need to at least do 20. And like the base roster before we start doing DLC.
Right.
And I hope they get creative. They said they will use people that never been in a fighting game before or be like underrated. That's why Kamala's here. I hope they keep that promise.
Does that mean, Austin, there's a chance?
That means there's full on a chance for Alpha Flight representation in this game. Yes.
I hope it, like, if we do get Alpha Flight, I hope it's not just Mac and Walter. Just give me someone else.
Realistically, if they do that, it'll probably be North Star.
Which if they bring in North Star,
it's usually Mac and Walter first, and then it's North Star, and then maybe Puck, and then everyone else.
Which if they bring in Alpha Flight, you're required to play this game, man.
Yeah, if I can afford it, you gonna buy the game for me?
I can't pay for other people's fandoms. I can only pay for my own. So
exactly. So if it's coming to the Switch, right? If it's coming to the Switch, then
it's coming to the Switch. Yeah. I hope. I hope if we're doing stuff, just doing people never been fighting and stuff. I really want Gladiator and Black Bolt. I think Black Bolt's screen power could be interesting in a game like this.
Oh man, I love that.
And Gladiator, Marvel fighting games never had any of the quote unquote Supermen in the game. So either one of them, whether it's Gladiator, whether it's Sentry, whether it's Hyperion, I would like to see how they handle that in the game.
Gotcha.
But we can move on now.
Gotcha. No, I mean, it sounds like a really good game, and hey, it gives us hope for characters to
Star
get
Wars
their
pretty
time to
fun.
shine.
They kind of just ripped off Deadpool. They kind of just ripped off Deadpool and Dante from Devil May Cry from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. If you played those characters in that game, he has moves for both of them.
Ah, okay. Nice to know. So, all right then. I guess with that, we should probably move on, audience. We've got a couple more topics left. So, move on to this.
I announce this one.
Go ahead, Witch.
Okay, so Warner Bros. Fired the Beast Boy, Greg Cipes, after his diagnosis with Parkinson's disease, which is illegal.
Yeah, this is
It is very
news,
illegal.
audience.
It depends.
Yeah,
I don't mean it depends on if it's illegal or not.
Right after his
No,
diagnosis.
I don't mean it's illegal. I don't mean it depends on if it's illegal. It's definitely illegal. But was it somehow affecting the way he does the job?
I don't think it would.
I mean,
like if it was, then that is grounds for him to be fired. Like I get that, but they have to prove that.
I mean, Austin, Ozzy Osbourne had Parkinson's disease, and he was able to film his last concert gig towards the end of his life. You know, so
that's true. But like the way, you know, how they treat voice actors anyway. It's a weird situation. Like I said, I don't want to see their justification. I'm not going to say like it is fucked up situation. I just want to see what their answer is about it.
Okay. Let me bring up the tweet he was referring to, that where he announced his Parkinson's diagnosis. It's huge thanks to Warner Brothers for keeping me working as the Beast Boy I created for 25 years and throughout all this challenging Parkinson's health stuff. I'm feeling very good. Together, let the light shine on Parkinson's Awareness Month.
And then they fired him.
They were supporting me. And like, nah, fuck you, bro.
Yeah. That was his outing telling the public. Like,
Still, if they fired him just because of his disability, then he should sue.
Yeah.
He should sue.
I'm
100%.
He said on his journey, so I assume he had it for a while.
Yeah.
And it was affecting him for a while. So I didn't know if it actually affected his job. If they can prove it was affecting his work, then I get it. But it still should have been like a more official thing and not just in the background.
Well, to be fair, even if like let's say the main voice actor like started getting like a change to their voice, like that's never stopped voice actors before. I mean, look at Wolverine.
Sometimes it does.
Look at Wolverine from X-Men 97. Like his voice is radically different from what it was back in the 90s, but they still casted him.
And, that was them trying to bank on nostalgia. Sometimes they do like not bring people back for like. Go ahead.
And there's the case of the Simpsons, right? They're like a lot of their voices are. You could definitely feel the age running through them, but there are actors that ended up retiring their roles by their choice and having other voice actors play them.
Yeah,
that's different.
That is different.
I think when I bring up this example, even though it's not about voice actors, there was the first Power Rangers death, because I think one of them was like diagnosed with like a at the time they thought it was a terminal illness, so they like killed her off in the show, and then her ghost be like, "It's okay, kids."
Lost Galaxy. Yeah, she ended up recovering from that, so they brought her back in the finale, which it didn't make sense, but it was just to give her a happy ending,
Yeah, but like I said, sometimes those situations like it depends on the character a lot of times. So say like Gumball and Darwin. Well, they were replaced 4 times because those people had the sound. No, that's what I'm saying. Because the character they're playing are children and has a sound certain way. Those characters have been replaced most of the time.
I still don't understand how this relates to a man getting fired after he became public.
Because we're talking about what Cryptus said, we weren't talking about the Parkinson at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I feel like we should focus on the main reason why he was fired after 25 years.
We'll get to that. We just want to bring up these sorts of points. Yep.
Yes, which like everything we do, sometimes we talk about other stuff. We will get to it.
Yep. So, okay, go ahead, Austin.
But like I was saying, America isn't like Japan where you get one role and you're guaranteed that role for life. People get fired and voice changes like all the time in America. A lot of them aren't talked about, but it happens a lot here compared to like Japan and everywhere else in the world. So I like that. I like to see what they have to say because it does just seem like just some unfair stuff. But this is something that's part of the course for voice acting and why they keep going on like strikes and stuff anyway. Good feel like that.
I've been hearing like some theories out there that the Warner Bros. Might be using this as an excuse to get rid of him so that they could recast him for a cheaper actor.
That could be true.
This is a theory, audience. I mean,
so I have to look up how much he gets paid.
Yeah, I mean, audience, I am pretty much like the only guy here who kind of keeps up with all the I wouldn't say all the Teen Titans Go stuff, but you know, Teen Titans Go in general, right?
I get over that the voice actor to a degree, just not like the show.
Yeah, I mean, I personally haven't noticed a change in the performance of Beast Boy. So, you know, again, if it's not affecting his voice performance, this is a messed up situation. You're putting on this guy to just fire him for that, you know? Another thing I like to add, though, to this, right? This is going to be really awkward going forward for the show because keep in mind, all the voice actors, they're pretty much I wouldn't say recurring characters, but they themselves are characters within the show itself. You know, you do see Tara Strong playing herself. You do see the voice actor of Cyborg and Robin. Yeah, they're coming in. You know, they get the Teen Titans Go design, this and that. They're acknowledged as the voice actors. So, yeah, it's a lot of, you know, in-universe fun there, right?
Yeah, but that just means they wouldn't do those type of episodes anymore. That wouldn't really affect the show overall, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely they wouldn't, you know, and I don't think. Look, I wouldn't get it past like the creative team.
Actually, you know, actually, Cryptid, because he's not like dead or anything, they just replaced him. I can see them doing that episode to explain why people sound different.
That just
that's what I want to get out. I wouldn't get it past the Teen Titans Go creative team to be making like a jab at this, but I don't know if the rest of the cast will go along with that, you know, given how tight knit they are. This is a guy who they work.
Cruel if they did that.
Exactly. This is a guy who they've worked with for 25 years. He got done dirty if these allegations are true. And yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable kicking him when he's down, you know? Like,
yeah, but Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, all of them are known for doing that type of stuff.
Okay. Let me state the actual tweets he said, right? He said, Warner Brothers literally fired me on Valentine's Day after I publicly shared my Parkinson's diagnosis. And it's like a death to me that only the fans can bring back to life. Like,
why did he wait so long to tell us?
I have no idea.
People announce things at their own time. You don't have to.
I guess.
Yes, but if you want
for it to be official, he didn't think that they would actually go forward with it. You know, probably.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because if the Teen Titans Go get renewed again? Like, is it happening soon?
Yeah, it's getting more seasons.
Yeah, I was about to say you had to say it before that happens. But if you take so long to do so, the situation becomes harder to look into. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's either
because they could easily just make more bullshit up, for a reason. Like you give them more time to. If you sue them immediately, you have a better chance of winning that case. Because they didn't fire you without knowing that rule. You know, we can't fire him because it's a sickness. So they have some weird justification or something they're going to try to use to justify firing you. Unless you think this company is just stupid, which is very unlikely.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait to see what their response is. You know, these are serious allegations, audience. You know, this is not something you would make on a whim. It sounds like there's going to be more to this story that's going to be unveiled within the coming weeks. But yeah, it is sad to see this happen to somebody who's going through a very difficult process with this. But
according to the American, why am I blanking on the name? So the American with Disabilities Act, it is illegal to fire an employee due to a disability. Just thought I'd let you know that now because I actually looked it up when I heard the news.
There you go. You know.
Yeah. But if they fired him, and obviously they wouldn't know that, they have some other justification to fire him.
Yeah.
If they did have another justification, this would be a different story. But if they fired him just because of his disease, he should sue.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wish he came out earlier, so they had better chances to look into it and find a real reason. Because it's been months now. They can spend whatever story they needed to in that time to prepare for this. But they knew eventually he would say something about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, this just feels cruel. This feels cruel.
Does. If this is like the real reason why they got rid of him, yeah, I agree with which it is cruel. But again, like we're going to need to see what unveils with this story going forward. You know, so
yeah.
Hopefully,
we'll keep a close eye on it.
Yep. Hopefully, there's going to be a satisfying conclusion to this. You know, so all right. Yeah.
I do want to see what Tara Strong and all them say about it, though.
Yeah. Again, that group itself, they're tight knit audience. You know,
they've been together since 2003.
Yeah, 25 years. God damn it, man. 25 years.
You got given 25 years earlier.
Yeah, I still remember Teen Titans Go still under the process of being a thing. You know, I still remember playing on my school's computer the Teen Titans video game they had on their websites. Damn.
I think what year did the original Teen Titans show come out? 2003.
Yeah.
I was 1 when that show came out, actually.
Wow.
I grew up watching reruns on Cartoon Network.
We might have to kick you off this show. You're not about to make us feel old.
What?
There you go.
What happened to you?
You're not about to make us feel old. I was 6, I think. 37.
Someone be younger than you, man.
91. 92.
He probably is not going to sue them. At that time, thinking about it, he's probably not going to sue them.
We never
He
know.
says he waited so long just to say, oh, they did it after I said my Parkinson's thing. And then he goes off to say, well, you know, much love to Warner Brothers for the 25 years, yada, yada, yada. That doesn't sound like a dude who's like mad about it.
Well, no. Jake,
no, he did that first. That was the announcement.
Right. So he said what first?
Him saying thank you was the announcement with the Parkinson's, and then they fired him.
Oh, okay. They fired him after that. Okay.
You think somebody only for them to fire you and you stand against? Wow.
Because he took so long, I think it just hurts his case. I don't think he's like no one thinks he's lying or anything, but it just gives them way more time to cover their tracks or change the story they need to. Because people, everything about court is tricky. There's a lot of loopholes, and depending on the lawyer and how much money you put into it, it's a lot harder to win, especially against companies.
Yeah. So
that's all I'm saying. So if he's fair to sue, go in to win. Go all in.
Yep. So all right then. Okay, guys. With that, I think we should move on to the next topic. So, all right, we'll inform you more on this story as it unravels, audience. So, all right, we're done the media news. Now we're going on to comic news. Does anybody want to announce this one?
I don't know what this is.
We're getting Echo, I think either a mini or a one-shot for indigenous.
It's a one-shot. It's a one-shot. Echo has never had a miniseries audience in her existence. So Marvel is going to, quote-unquote, celebrate Indigenous Heritage Month by giving Echo a one-shot, even though it's like the same thing with White Tiger. Okay, so you think this character only has value on one specific time of the year?
But another fake hype moment.
Mm-hmm. And not just that, audience, but they did state she is going to get a new power in this.
They better give her the Phoenix Force, bro, again.
No. I'm pretty sure they're going to give her the power that was in the MCU. The one where
she had a power in the MCU.
Yeah, the thing with the ancestors.
Yeah, I never knew that power. They didn't help her do anything. They didn't help her win fights or anything.
I guess I will count as a power. I mean, she has glowy hands. I mean, that's considered a power. So,
Jake, look it up.
Yeah, another thing I've noticed in
Echo's MCU power.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, look, another thing I've noticed, right? Because I'm also looking at the cover and the variant covers. Are they gonna end up giving her a prosthetic leg in this? Because I noticed they weren't showing that.
I doubt it. Why? Did she already lose a leg, or you think she's gonna lose a leg? I'm confused.
I think they want to probably this is going to be their way of celebrating Echo by having her be in sync with the MCU Echo.
Oh God, MCU synergy, my favorite.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't know, like I feel like Echo
Because the
falls under
MCU
that.
Echo was not popular. That's they get them show did not sell.
Yeah,
They never promoted the show.
but they thrown the hell out Daredevil in that show to draw a pipe in it, and Kingpin as well. You know, what was I about to say?
We can call upon the strength of our ancestors. She has photographic reflexes, ancestral communication, enhanced strength, memory recall, and healing.
There you go. You know. So I mean, I just think like Echo just falls under that category where if you do change things, you also got to keep in mind this is their way of celebrating Echo by possibly making her fit in line with the MCU one. To say that performance was so phenomenal that Echo
It wasn't to them.
I know. It's just again, it's their way of celebrating it. You know?
Their way of celebrating her, change your whole character, not celebrating anybody.
We're talking about the same industry audience, Austin, that celebrated the Iron Fist by killing him on his anniversary. So
hey, he's coming back this week.
Hey,
as a zombie.
Kristen, if it makes you feel any better, Northstar got nothing for his 30th / 15-year anniversary of him coming out and his marriage. And also he was killed 3 times in the same month. 2 of them was in the same week. So if it makes you feel any better, I know how you feel.
Yeah, I mean, heck, let's also not forget Marvel decided to celebrate 75 years of Captain America by making him Hydra.
Yeah, they fuck over.
Fuck you, people. I like that book.
I liked it, but just hindsight being what it is, there are weird ways to celebrate a character. Is what I'm trying to say, audience. So, yeah, is what it is. If she does go through all these changes,
you know what they're gonna do? I just thought about it.
What?
You know where they get their power?
What?
Remember, they're gonna make her related to Kahori.
Oh man, are they doing anything with Kahori? I don't even know.
They teased her. Remember, they brought her to the MCU at one point. I mean, they brought her to the Marvel comics at one point. I think this is gonna be their way to connect. Gonna be their way to connect her to 616 and that ancestry stuff by making her, because she's already indigenous, so it just makes her relate to Echo, and the Echo can use that stuff.
Yep. Yeah, I could see them try tying them together. Okay, I'm looking at the article right now. Okay, this is going to be the same creative team who's going to be doing that Ultimate Hawkeye one shot with Charlie. So.
Oh, I'm reading that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Hoping that's going to be good.
I guess that means the writer's indigenous.
Yes, of course.
And that's the only writer. That's the only stuff book you get. That means that's your type, bro.
Yeah.
Hopefully they enjoyed writing this and not just like one of those situations where it's like, we need you to write this indigenous book. Okay, Marvel.
Well, I mean, they certainly seem to be seeing this as an accomplishment, but I mean, dude, they're only hiring you to write one specific character, like pretty much once a year. I mean,
yeah, that's what I mean. It feels weird to think like this writer main 2 books this year. It's just going to be these 2 books. So Charlie's not. If Charlie's book doesn't do good, you're not getting another one shot.
Mm-hmm.
And Echo is not popular enough to consistently sell books.
I mean, so
it's just a weird situation. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, look, I know I keep saying this, guys. I don't want to feel like I'm dogpiling Echo, but I'm just seeing this as a
it feels like you're dogpiling Echo.
But I'm just saying, like, at the quote unquote height of her popularity, right? Like I said this before, Echo has never had a series. She's never had a mini series. At best, she's only had one shots.
And you're doing it now with no hype around her.
Yep. And at the height of her quote unquote popularity audience, they couldn't even trust her to lead her own book. They had to give her a Daredevil and Echo book.
It wasn't even just that. They put her in the Avengers book for the Phoenix stuff.
Yeah, you know. So, again, is what it is. Is anybody here going to be reading this? I'm just curious.
I remember.
Maybe. Okay, so
I
that's
think
one.
anything. There's nothing here interesting enough for me to want to pull up. Like hearing it. So when it comes out, if I hear it's good, I guess I'll check it out. But I have no intention to just go out there and be like, yeah, I'm excited to spend $5 on Echo this week.
Yep. I mean, like before the whole MCU push, like the things I knew of Echo were that were relevant in comics. One, she was a former love interest in Daredevil. Two, she was
Ronin.
Yep. Two, she was Ronin in a cringy ass reveal. And three, she was forcibly recruited by the Hand and eventually killed Elektra, the leader, you know, which revealed to the world that was a Skrull. So, you know, yeah. Those were the only things I saw that were memorable about Echo in the comics, you know. And if you want to count the Phoenix host, okay,
that was not interesting. No.
The one thing that really had me scratch my head during that era was, even though she was the host of the Phoenix, she was still deaf. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't. Again, when you
that was my problem. We talked about this. That was my problem with like disabilities and fantasy stuff. Because the problem isn't that the character can't have a disability. It's that none of these people are creative enough to find a way for them to keep it and still be active.
Yep. When you get to the level of God level status audience, I mean, come on, dude. You know, like, so is what it is. But any final thoughts on this before we move on, guys?
We know Jake's gonna read it. He's a big Echo fan.
There you go. But alrighty then, audience. I guess with that, we should move on to the next. So, Austin, this is your night, buddy. So go ahead.
What the hell is this?
Black Panther Intergalactic comic
series.
Oh
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're putting your boy back in space to run his own empire and potentially
get his throne back.
Yeah. I don't buy it. I don't think he's gonna be the de facto king of Wakanda after this. I don't, because if they're going MCU sanity with Echo of all people, they're not putting T'Challa back on the throne.
I would really love to hear what Wakanda's justification is. If you're telling me T'Challa is going to play an instrumental part in saving them from like literally the universe, right?
Yeah, it's everybody versus Wakanda right now, people.
Exactly. And if you're telling me by the end of this they don't say like, okay, Wakanda, okay, T'Challa, we're sorry for what happened. Here's your throne back. I'm like, okay, so what would T'Challa have to do to get his throne back? Like, you know?
It's because they tied it to that stupid ass thing of you can't be king unless Namor allows you to, because Namor's allowing us to have peace as long as you're gone. So you have to make him and Namor actually make peace, or I guess Namor will have to need T'Challa to be king.
Okay,
like it's going to be hard to sell, and Namor's too fucking proud.
Wow.
So either Namor's going to have to die, or Namor's going to have to betray Wakanda, and they're going to need T'Challa back to fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Or Shuri's probably going to have to die.
The road to be king, audience, you know?
Yeah, like the idea behind him saving his Intergalactic Empire because of the Imperium, that it's fine. It just, I don't buy his kingdom isn't good anymore.
Mm-hmm. Nah.
Once they made the Wakanda Council, they kind of fucked up everything, and it's not enjoyable to read.
I mean, just saying. Not long after T'Challa left, was banished from Wakanda. Then we established that there was a hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You don't know. After the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda, they did the Tower of Babel with Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther was outcasted to the hood of Wakanda, where it just the worst of black ghetto.
Yeah.
With crooked, he went before crooked Wakandan cops doing bad things to women. Like it went the full route.
Oh God.
And then what was it? They did like 2 other worse things after that.
What was?
And then I ain't counting like the war. What are they called? What the white tiger thing? I mean,
the white
the
tiger?
white people called?
Yeah, I don't know the name of that, but
Your guy that Sam fought.
White Wolf.
Yeah, the white wolves and the wartime people. What are their names?
Oh,
What's their group name?
I forgot, but no, yeah. Let's not forget. Yeah. I know what
Like you had them just going out there wild and doing stuff. Like Wakanda just was unraveling at the seams, and it doesn't look like it's going to get better.
Wakanda,
the ghettos of Wakanda would be like the best cities of America. Like that's how you understand.
You know what? It used to be, but now Wakanda was supposed to represent like like the black people. What black people wanted and expected of like them 100 years from now, technology wise, people wise, everything. Mm-hmm. But at some point, the moment they decided only black people can write Black Panther, it just became the world outside your window.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy!
And for the rest of Marvel, that's not bad. But for the place that's supposed to be the future, and the hopes and dreams of a whole race, that's the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
And I think this problem is going to stay as long as they keep saying that Black Panther, who was created by a white man and written by white people for years and done great because of white people, only black people can write it, and they can only draw on their own experiences. Black Panther is going to keep going through this.
I still think in the back of my head, Jonathan Hickman has a damn good approach for Black Panther, but hey, sometimes dreams don't ever come true, audience, so.
And like the worst part is like I like even like Ultimate Black Panther. Ultimate Black Panther is probably the best Black Panther you'll get right now, and it's not the best because of the way they pace that book.
It's just the best out of what we had in the past.
It's like it's a Spider-Man situation where it's like, well, at least it isn't the main run. Thank God it isn't a 616 at least.
Yeah. So is what it is, audience. Let's hope like there'll be some good things that happen to T'Challa afterwards, even though we're probably expecting nothing to change. So
never forget the week the actor passed away. The next day T'Challa was dead in comics. And I know they didn't time that, but it's just kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Because it really felt like he only came back to life because they had to pass.
Wow. Is what it is, audience. But yeah, Austin, you have any final thoughts on this before we move on to the last topic of the night?
Just be good, bro. Just be good.
Okay, just be good. So, all right, audience, let's move on to the last topic of the night, and hopefully this will just
this is the fuck you topic, by the way.
What?
Yeah,
we were talking about earlier. Okay.
So Gwen Stacy. Yeah, Gwen Stacy is now Dark Gwenpool. This is the fallout. Yeah, this is the fallout of that last Gwenpool book, which ended. Okay, it's established. The run started by the introduction of Dark Gwenpool, who turned out to be Gwen Stacy. Turns out this is a clone, actually, and basically this clone of Gwen Stacy,
and not just any clone, Cryptid. This is the clone from Clone Conspiracy, specifically. So the last time we saw her, she was happy as help Peter Parker save the world.
Yep. And the only thing different between that version of Gwen and this is that she pretty much went through the Winter Soldier experience here. Got trained by became a hard-hitting assassin. I know she has her official numbering in the Weapon X program.
X-32 or something, or X-34.
Yeah, something like that. So I'm just curious. Even though Spider-Gwen retconned herself into 616, we still have the continuity of Gwen Stacy in here. I'm a little bit confused by that.
So that's what I want to talk about.
Let's see.
First of all, we blame you because cosplayers made her popular, and that's you won't fucking leave.
Yes, I fully blame the community for that. Yeah. How dare people want to dress up like Spider Gwen and Gwenpool? No.
But Jake, I'm glad you're here because like you should have Reed Richards, but Peter could use the Reed Richards right now to explain this shit to him. We could use Reed to explain this shit to us. I want you to listen how the timeline is broken right now.
Yeah.
All right, are you here?
Yeah.
So you have the main current regular timeline of when Stacy lived and died and she was brought back multiple times. That got written over because Spider-Gwen used the Cosmic Cube or whatever the fuck to use to replace the Gwen who died with herself to the point where she never died and her dad never died. So two of the biggest impacts on Spider-Man's life are gone.
Mm-hmm.
They functionally never happened. But history somehow did not change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Marvel doesn't believe in Flashpoint.
They do though. They do it all the time. They didn't do it here.
Oh, and I also might as well bring this up. Like this Gwen Stacy does not want to hook up with Peter Parker either. So
that's fine, bro. You don't need to heal. Yeah, they got to stop doing that regardless. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't like how they just do Gwen at Miles.
Yeah.
But I'm fine not wanting to date Peter. I won't want to date the guy who I died dating either, in my opinion.
I mean, look, I would figure, like, given how much of an impact and a ghost that Gwen Stacy has been to Peter for literal decades, I would imagine, like, the second she comes back up, I mean, come on, dude, you two gotta, come on.
Yeah, but that's not her. That's the point.
Yeah.
There's a clone who got revived after dying for a third time and then got put a Weapon X program. She's allowed to not like this fucking nerd.
Yep. She outwardly hated Peter Parker throughout this whole book, audience.
Yeah.
And by the way,
it all started because of him, technically. Yep. But to be fair, no, it didn't. Because it was all because of Jackal. But Peter was involved.
Yeah. Oh, and
that's she should have hated. Why? Yeah, she should have hated the Jackal.
We'll talk about the Jackal tomorrow when we get to the certain Spider-Man book. But and I also might as well bring this up. Gwenpool came back, of course, at the end of the series, and now she's a Deathlock.
Yeah.
Will they reference this in the next time we see Gwenpool? Maybe, maybe not. She literally even says that, but whatever. Did anybody think she was actually dead?
But Jake. So we told you that part. Now, since the other Gwen never existed and been replaced by Spider-Gwen, this clone, at the very least, should have been changed to be a clone of Spider-Gwen. But she's still the regular Gwen Stacy. Somehow.
All the memories.
And I want you to know, her coming to the universe did change the timeline because her bedroom and all the other stuff in this universe is different. And somehow, Gwen, who's way younger than Peter and Mary Jane, is timeline. So they should not be friends, to be honest.
Yep.
They're in a whole different age group. Somehow she's still in a band called MJ and the Mary Janes, or what they just called.
Yeah.
God.
Actually would be.
So that either applies that she brought the different MJs of other people over too, or somehow this child was playing in the band with an adult woman the whole time.
Damn.
I think this could all be excused if they just named the issue Shameless. And that would have been probably fixed a lot of them.
You promise?
Yeah.
We'll see.
And but credit, my favorite one is I talked to someone about this. I was like, you know what they should do?
What?
They should be called MJ and the Mary Janes, but you make MJ the MCU Michelle Jones.
Oh, I'm surprised we haven't gotten that person brought a depiction of that person brought in some comic form, So
he can't date Mary Jane, but he can't. Well, when he dated Michelle Jones in the movies, well, we're after the comic.
There you go. Anyway, I just wanted to make this a topic on it because I didn't want to actually talk about the comic itself tomorrow. Because, it did a stupid self-insert with the writer that was kind of like on the level of the writing team in the finale of She-Hulk. Yeah, I did not like that at all. Where the writer literally put himself into this book, and not as a cameo, but as a full-fledged villain. You remember that?
It wasn't like Dan Slott making himself the father of the girl that fucking Silver Surfer.
Well, I don't. Okay, I don't mind if it's like a cameo, like an Easter egg sort of thing. But when the character is like literal, when you put yourself as a main figure, right, an adversary into the book, okay, now that's no, that's ego boosting right there.
To be fair, I know you say you don't like that. I really thought it needed to be a Spider-Man story because he got to fight them at some point.
He fights who?
The writers.
Oh,
The editorial. Spider-Man should have a story where he fist fight the whole editorial room 1v1.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Yeah, if anyone deserves to fight their writers, it's Spider-Man.
Okay, well, Spider-Man is justified in that situation. Definitely, hands down.
Well, and I guess and will count Witch's people.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, oh, you guys remember that mysterious adversary that was controlling Dark Gwenpool that I showed you? They had like that mask that looked like Cyclops' mask, the X on the face.
Yeah,
it turns out it was the writer.
I think they made it a devil.
Yeah, I know.
This is the only guy obsessed with his girl. Why is a random scientist doing it?
The writer just literally, the writer just wanted to go full meta, and he thought that this was the best possible way to write a Gwenpool story, So.
And that's he's staying around. So right now in 616, there are 3 Gwens.
God, dude. I didn't think of it that way, but yes, it is, audience. Yes, there are. Well, what can you do?
Which you have to deliver us, okay?
Yeah. Oh, looks like we lost Witch. Anyway.
That's okay. We have to end the show either way, bro.
Just because I'm quiet doesn't mean I'm not here.
Okay.
You have to save us, Witch. One of these days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still weird.
Save us from Gwen Stacy, a witch. You're our only hope.
I don't know what you want me to do, man. I can only do so much.
Gotcha. Be on the Marvel writing team.
How much, Witch? How much for a picture of all of us pointing a gun at Gwen Stacy?
So let me count. It's gonna be the 4 of us, but I'll take myself off because I draw myself all the time because I can. And her, it's about people. Probably 80.
No, what you have is like which draws an image of Green Goblin throwing Gwen Stacy off the bridge, and he draws each and every one of us on that bridge saying "Go Green Goblin, yay, death to the Gwen."
To see for Spider-Man 1. Well, like you mess with all of us. We're just hyping the Green Goblin up.
Yeah.
For once, we're hyping up Green Goblin. That's weird.
I know, right? Wow. For once we're supporting a woman getting refrigerated, audience. Look at that.
I think it's because we're sick and tired of them doing the teasing Gwen coming back, and then it's like it's like the worst way possible.
Exactly,
And for real though, if she dies again, this it's done. Okay, if this chick dies the next time we see her, what was the point of all this? I don't understand how people like Gwen as a character. And you can't tell me it's because they liked her before she died. Because I guarantee you, most Spider-Man fans didn't know the fuck Gwen was when they first read comics. They did not go back and read those comics.
I don't know anybody who's a Gwen Stacy fan these days. Well, I mean, I know people who are Gwen Stacy. You can say you're a Gwen Stacy fan, but you're not happy with the
only fan of Gwen Stacy are the ones from the film.
Yeah.
Because at the time when she came out, she was easily the best Spider-Man girlfriend we had on screen. Because Tobey Maguire's Mary Jane sucks.
Yeah. True that. But, all right, then. Yeah, I think we should end the night here. My man, over the 2.5 hour mark. Jake, you know the cue.
Ooh, new music.
There we go.
All right, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow for comic.
I wish Jake hated Gwen Stacy as much as he hated rewritten as well.
Yeah.
Only not paid for one man in this multiverse.
But not for a woman, apparently, Jake.
No, that's misogynist.
Okay. We'll see y'all later, audience.